Searching begins, find yourself within. Take up your blade, let the fears within fade. Stories are told as the die roll. Don't be afraid, make your destiny will find you in me. Friends at your side, may the group with pride. Try as you might, you now live to fight. Monster nor foe can fill you with woe. Enemies in sight, it's time to roll dice. Roll for initiative. Check, please.
Welcome back to Check Please, the D&D podcast.
Yeah.
All right. Who wants to do the last time?
See, so last time, we made our way up the road, up the long road to Vil, back to Wittingen to meet up with Vera's religion,
Yeah, watch your words.
friends and family,
I felt air quotes.
and that, so that we could present the gifts that Mellifera gave us all and perform whatever ritual was that Vera wanted to do, which apparently involved donning all the equipment and submerging herself into the font, and it didn't go very well. A bunch of lost souls showed up. They started killing people, and we slapped the shit out of them, but it didn't unkill the people, and Reduvi was gone, disappeared, as well as I believe the circlet.
Mm-hmm.
And the ring.
Mm-hmm.
And the ring. Oh, both of
The
them.
ring and the circlet were taken,
Oh, I didn't
and
realize that.
Reduvi as well.
So we made our pursuit and left off in the Dead Man's Rest, running into Telly Telbert and a Garbin Telbert.
Also important note was that Petra almost fucking died or something. Got his brain almost eaten.
Again.
That's a good point,
One of the lost
Yeah.
souls decided to leap into Petra, and through the power of Mellifera, he turned into bees! Again!
Actually, that was more the power of Vera.
Oh,
Mhm.
That instance.
Okay. Oh, man, that's a little frightening now.
The-
Okay.
Because first time, Vera prayed to Mellifera, and Mellifera saved you. This time, Vera saved you.
Oh.
You owe her so much.
Oh, boy. Oh, no.
You thought Soul owned you? Wrong. It was Vera who owned your ass all along.
I guess I also forgot to mention that Lovette got to learn about her fate and was continually distraught about that. And Archie and Kurla had some bonding moment too.
Which was sweet.
It was great.
Alright, so if I recall, we are all going inside of the Dead Man's Rest.
Yeah. So the last thing that happened is you all walked, or at least some of you were walking into the building, and you saw Telly Talbert. One Telly Talbert picture.
Mm-hmm.
You saw Telly Talbert speaking to a even smaller halfling child that could have been no older than 5, who was excited to hear stories about his daddy. So, you walk into the room. It is about half capacity right now. You see a couple of what must be locals based on their clothing, as well as a few adventuring groups based on their equipment that they're wearing. You see a bartender behind the bar, cleaning a glass, as they always do. And, milling around the room, you also see one Serwyn Vardale.
It's
Why
Fat
did you-
Witcher!
Fat Witcher, as you called him last time.
He's not as fat as I remember, to be fair. I don't know why we called him Fat Witcher.
I
You
didn't
are mean
actually
to
know
Sir.
what Geralt looked like, and I was just like, yeah, that just seems like a fatter Witcher.
That's fair,
Yeah.
okay.
I mean, there are Fat Witchers, though.
Yeah, totally.
That's true.
He's just a Fat Witcher. End of story.
Vera's going to run up to the counter where I assume Serwyn is.
Serwyn's milling around the room.
Alright.
Doing his
Ver-
typical bar owner thing.
In that case, I'll call Vera Hummel for now. I'll call the body of Vera Hummel for now.
Nice.
So Hummel's going to run up to Serwin and say, "Okay, real quick, anything really new, kind of horrible potentially happening in the Deadlands?" And they look very uncomfortable, like in how they're moving right now.
Mm-hmm. Well, Serwin squints for a moment. What? I recognize you. You were one of the ones that saved me 5 years ago or so.
Yeah, we've also come here like constantly over the past 5 years. Anyways, the question, please.
It's Vera, right?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. Well, let's see. Recently? Not.
Yeah,
I mean, well, some of the adventuring groups, the ones that have come back in the last couple of days, they've been a little more beat up than normal, I guess.
where
I just figured they were newbies or something.
where have they been going?
Well, I didn't bother to ask. Most of them just kind of went along their way. I figured they must have either not gotten the treasures they were looking for, or maybe they lost a person out there. I mean, that happens from time to time, but I suppose it's been a run of bad luck recently.
All right. And Hummel is just like kind of fanning, motioning at themselves. All right, and they grab a gold. I'm gonna need a room, real quick. Okay, like an hour. All right. And Vera's gonna run up to one of the rooms.
I don't.
I can take it for you if you don't need payment.
Serwin takes the gold and he's like, "We don't rent the rooms by the hour, but all right."
I don't think this is that kind of establishment.
He pockets the gold. As all this is happening, Telly hears this exchange, recognizes Lovette and Vera, and rushes over, like eyes like wide, like expecting to see someone else. She rushes over. "Oh, excuse me. You were one of the people that traveled with Marcus, right?"
Oh, yes. Uh-oh, I shouldn't have said that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. I'm Telly.
Isilde.
Oh, it's nice to meet you. Do you know where he is? It's been a while since I've heard anything from him, and I was always kind of hoping he would come back. I need to talk to him.
Who is Marcus?
Lovette is just like her eyes are like darting around as she's like rapidly calculating and like starting to sweat. Yeah. Is the young one yours?
Yeah.
Is Malchus?
She nods.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
We'll just go over here.
It's why I need to talk to him, but I was never able to find him. I've tried to send letters, and I haven't heard back anything. It's been a long time. I just imagined he was adventuring further and further away, and that maybe he'd forgot about me.
I have spell to find next of kin if he is missing. If that would help.
He didn't forget about you.
Oh, okay. Do you know where he is?
That's not an easy question to answer. Okay. Do you have a moment to sit down?
Her expression drops a little bit. I think so. She goes and sits like at the nearest empty table.
Oh boy, why do I have to be the one to do this? Okay. Like, takes off her hat and running her hand through her hair. Okay. How do I do this? It's like, starts pacing around. But finally, she'll come over to sit down next to Telly. Malchus, well, I guess, during our adventures, I'm really sorry. But he didn't forget about you.
But I've heard that adventurers, they can afford things like raise dead and things like that, right?
1,000-yard stare. It's like, oh boy.
Can't you bring it back?
Not always, no. I'm sorry. There is a memorial to him in Beaten. And the local medicine woman is I don't know if it is a good idea to talk about it to her, but if the boy needs to learn about his father, she knows the truth.
Sure, push it off on Hildy.
Oh, also, just a reminder for Grem right now. I think that we also have a tree
in the Holy City.
Mm-hmm. There's a remembrance tree there.
It's not in the Holy City. It's
in Hartenshin, yes.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
because Siva helped us put that together.
Yeah, it's in the city park in Hartenshin.
I remembered that. I just don't really feel like that would mean anything to them. Like a statue that's of Marcus visually, at least, like as a visual representation. But
Totally.
they went
I'm
and
just
saw
saying
the tree.
that there's options, you know?
Yeah,
Right.
if you want to relive memories, there's a tree here.
It's true.
It's a magical tree. It has walnuts.
That's
By the
true.
way, is she wearing a Eden symbol at all?
Yeah, is she? He did send one.
Mm-hmm.
She's not wearing it currently that you can see, no.
I wonder if the boy is wearing it.
Oh boy, that would be interesting.
I understand. I need to go. She kind of gets up from the table and wanders over to the stairs. As if on autopilot.
Yeah. Well, Lovette is going to keep an eye out to see if the child ever comes down and starts roaming about. She's not going to go pester these people, but might need to give him a little bit of info, give him something. Because she feels kind of bad. She obviously feels very personally responsible still. But yeah, I was just gonna stay sitting here. She's just kind of lost in thought after that.
Alright. Well,
Is someone going to answer a question that I had earlier? Who the fuck is Marcus? And why couldn't you revive him?
That part I can tell you, but I will also do it in private. It is kind of a dangerous thing to say. But he was someone we traveled with. We mentioned someone who said they were from another world before you, and that was Marcus.
You're comparing me to someone who was just deranged and happened to make child with that lovely little lady?
I wouldn't call... Okay, I'm not sure if I would not call Marcus deranged, but I never said he was deranged. But I'm not sure, it's just the point of comparison was just that you had the same story. That we've heard it before, that someone had...
Except mine was true.
Yes, well, he believed his was true for a really long time, so... it's... a little... the conditions now will make it a little more convincing. It's not exactly impossible anymore.
I see. Well, in any case, what the fuck is Vera doing?
I'm not exactly sure what the fuck is going on.
Also, just for your note, Riz looks physically exhausted currently.
Oh boy.
Are we going to save child or what?
Do you need to lay down?
I think we should spend the
No.
night.
I am feeling chipper as always. I have plenty of spell.
You don't look like it.
Excuse me?
You look tired.
You look tired.
I know.
It is not nice to comment on people's appearance, Lovette. Never tell someone they look tired. It is simply rude. I do it all the time because I think it is funny.
I'm willing to be a little rude if it's going to ensure that you are healthy.
I am healthy. Horse is fine, safe area. I am healthy.
Well, Vera ran upstairs anyway, so it's not like we're going right now anyway.
Yes, but she said an hour. Yes?
Well, that's what she said, yes.
I'll go check on them. And Petra
Okay,
will...
good luck. Do not get your ass kicked.
I'll
That's probably
try.
going to.
Good luck.
And Petra will...
Petra heads upstairs.
Yep. He goes start trying to... knocking on each door going, Vera? Vera?
After a couple of, incorrect doors where people shout at you to leave them the fuck alone, or that they're sleeping, or one where you just hear the sounds of heavy breathing, you get to a room and you get to the correct room. So there's a knock at the door.
Yeah, what is it?
May I come in?
No. That doesn't seem like the right time right now. You can stay out there for another 55 minutes, right?
Okay. I could stay out here, and you could stay in there, and the door could be closed. What is going on?
Alright, so, we have a lost child of the hive. We have, let's see, there's a bunch of artifacts that are missing that we have to get. I need to find out what's happening with the whole body switching here, and,
Hold on.
we should
Body
really get
switch.
ready.
What? Can you walk me through that? I was, bees for a while.
I would love to walk you through it, but to be honest, I don't know what's going on either. So
and you kind of see a bit of smoke coming out from under the door. Just a tiny bit.
Oh fuck!
Smoke.
Fuck.
Okay. Shit. Great.
Hum also had too many burritos.
At seeing smoke coming out from the door, Petra's going to... I respect your right for privacy, but I'm going to exercise my concern for you by coming in anyway, and kick in the door.
Oh my god.
I'd like to see a strength check.
Oh my god.
You got it.
So hold on, let me make sure. So rather than trying the handle, you want to damage the door. Okay. All right. Cool. Make a strength check.
Oh. Well, now I'm committed to it.
Yep, you are. It's
Yeah.
too late once you announce your role at this
Yep.
point.
I gotta start.
It's locked anyway, so.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is an 18.
An 18. Okay, well, luckily these doors are rather flimsy. As far as doors go, these are relatively cheap ones.
Okay.
So you are going to kick it, and it's going to break the area around the handle off of the door.
Okay.
So the rest of the door swings open, leaving the handle, in place with the lock.
Vera, why is it? And what do I see?
So the door opens up, and what is the scene that Petra sees before him?
So you see what looks like Vera smoking out their armor. So Vera's naked,
Oh, shit! Oh!
Which?
Wow.
So, also, there's a bunch of insects just vacating the armor right now.
And Petra will immediately shield his eyes.
I would like you to make a perception check.
You got it.
What do you perceive, Petra?
Pure embarrassment.
12.
All right. So, once again, I've said this before. So, there is a long scar going from the tip of Vera's spine down and then skewing to the right of her back. It looked like it was a fatal wound that never ever healed properly. Like, it healed in such a way that it still kind of gets irritated.
Okay.
It looks like. There's 2 other slashing scars, but those ones just healed into normal scars. And then also 2 puncture. But what no one else has seen before, since Hummel's not wearing the hood, is there's also a burn scar, drastically bad burn scar on her left shoulder that is completely, you can tell it's a gauntlet that has been basically branded onto her left shoulder.
Like a hand? Like an imprint of a hand?
Of a gauntlet.
Oh.
Like if you look at the metal portions, if someone just wrapped that across, backwards facing, so it'd be like the part that covers the back of your hand.
Yeah,
and then
yeah. Oh,
So
damn.
Just whacked you with a fucking blazing.
Based on how bad it is, it didn't look like it was whack. It looked like it was probably intentional.
It was pressed in.
Yeah.
You were branded, yeah.
No me gusta.
Oh, well, fine. I guess that's what we do here. Can you just close the door?
Sure. And he fumbles to try to give Vera respect and modesty and everything, and pushes the door, and hopefully it stays shut a little bit.
Did we hear that downstairs?
Oh, yeah. So downstairs, I'd like everyone down there to make a perception check,
Oh,
please.
yeah.
Okay.
So, Lovette, Kurla, Riz.
And while that was going on, Lovette's down here looking like a crazy person with a bee on her hand, looking at it angrily, being like, 5 years! You never mentioned this once, 5 years! You dumped it all on me! You kidding me?
29 for my perception check.
Vera's probably ramming into people's faces right now.
The bee?
Yes.
Okay.
And fuck off with that! No! It's a lot for me to deal with! This is a...
That was a 36 on Kurla's perception check.
Alright, success. So, Lovette does not notice because of Vera just ramming into Lovette's face right now. But the other 2 of you hear a door. The unmistakable sound of a door being kicked open upstairs.
Oh boy. And Riz will go up, figure out what the fuck is happening. Do I perchance catch Petravian as he's closing the door?
Well, based on how fast... were you gonna, sprint across the
No, like a jaunty trot, if anything. It's a fast
Okay.
walk.
Alright, then by the time you get up to the top of the stairs, you see one of the doors is now broken, but being kind of propped/held shut.
What the fuck?
There was smoke coming out from under the door, and I was concerned. And
There's still smoke coming out of the door, by the way. There's a thin wisp of smoke coming out from under the door.
Respect the pyrotechnics. Anyways, you do not go into someone's room unless they okay it. What
Yeah,
the fuck, Petravian?
there was smoke.
There was smoke. Do you think I care?
No, but
It
I
was
do.
rude. It was rude.
Of course, but I was more concerned about their safety than about being rude.
And were they okay?
I mean, yeah, pretty awesome, actually. No, but yes, they are fine.
Wait, what was that last part? the pretty awesome... What?
Nothing. No, never mind. They were smoking out their armor.
Okay. But you had a weird tone to it. You know what, I don't give a shit. And just walks away, hands up. Just come down when you're done being a harasser. Petravian broke a door. Someone has to pay for it.
Oh, you're a snitch over here?
Wow!
Oh, fucking narc. Can we change Kenny's group? Was it the little description
What,
to
Nestor
narc?
the Narc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's
I don't
amazing.
give a shit.
So which group? The Discord one?
Yep.
Yeah.
Just give me a new title.
Okay, you
The
got it.
Narc.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That's okay, at least I'm not a big titty identity crisis.
Yeah, but I own it. I own
Do you?
that shit.
And you're saying I didn't?
No, but I've owned it for longer.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
I owned it first.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Okay.
Well, this
Sweet.
session has already started out.
Perfect.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
anyways, I'm going to have Petravian pay for himself. He still owes me, like, good couple months worth of 3 coins a day anyways. He owes me 90 coin, I believe. 90 gold coin, yes.
Well, I can try and fix it. Let me see.
Oh, you can... I do have mending, but I did want to just have him be blamed, because I think it is funnier.
I hold my bee.
Your bee?
Hold up, Vera.
Riz holds out their hands for the tiny bee.
Starts ramming into your face.
Ah! No! Stop it! I don't understand!
Lovette walks away, satisfied to be away from that shit.
Stop it! But... No! You're worse than horse!
Alright, so Lovette goes over and heads upstairs, and up there you see one of the doors is broken and being propped shut. There's a wisp of smoke coming out from the bottom of it. And I don't know if you hear voices from inside or not. Have Petra and Vera been talking in there?
Yeah. What exactly are you doing to your armor?
Do you see all this stuff?
Is he really gonna stand in there
On
while
the
she's
ground?
naked?
And Hummel motions at all of the insects. Do you know how much stuff is living in here? It's disgusting.
Well, I mean, we've all mentioned to Vera that they should clean it more often. But
Do you think Vera doesn't want this stuff in here? They're a swarmonger of the hive. When you go through that, it appears you just stop giving a crap about that. It's no different than Vera.
Yeah, but it just...
Do you guys need a moment?
I look at my not watching. At least another 50 minutes.
yeah, we'll be out in 50 minutes.
A centipede
We?
snakes out of the armor and skitters away.
I crush it.
What,
Oh!
Wow.
what is Petra doing in there?
He's holding the door shut.
He can hold the door shut on the outside of the
yeah,
room where there isn't a
he can.
naked
No,
person.
no. From what from the way Beardy described it, I broke the door in, and the handle was still stuck in the door, so I can't hold the door without the handle.
At least turn around, bro!
He is
See,
turned
your
around.
fingers- look at-
He's not just staring
Okay.
at. He's not.
Yeah,
no.
yeah. Petra's turned away from Vera, looking at the door.
I'm here to fix it all, so... Alright, so I'll cast Mending on it. I got like a little tool bag, I imagine, and I just kind of place over like little plates and bolt them in and bolt it together. So it's a little bit of a patch job, but it's fixed.
Alright,
Oh.
so yeah, Lovette within short order gets the door mended.
Thank you. And we can give Vera some.
Yes,
Hummel.
get out here, you idiot.
Okay. Close the door.
And now Petra knows something that no one else knows.
For once.
Mm-hmm.
And never found out in season 1.
That's true.
That's pretty good.
It's okay. Saul never found out anything about your backstory.
Literally nothing.
And you two were best friends. Stop it.
Did you get everything you needed? What actually happened?
Well, I was concerned there was smoke coming out from under the door and I kicked it in. I didn't know if there was a fire going on in there. I mean, Hummel's in Vera's body, Vera's in Hummel's body, and shit's going all over the haywire.
So I have a question. What did you ask Vera before you kicked the door in? Like, is everything okay? Is there smoke? Anything like that?
I asked what's going on and and they mentioned what happened at the hive, and then I saw the smoke and I just reacted.
Okay, buddy. We need to work on that, okay?
I know, but I was concerned for them.
Impulse control.
That's what the questions are for.
Vera's going to fly up the staircase.
Oh, thank God. Oh, I think she stung me.
Oh, it's back!
It's like once on your palm.
Yeah, because Riz tried to grab Vera to stop her from ramming into their face. And instead Vera stung them. So now they're licking their palm.
Well,
A bee flies up the stairs and starts accosting Lovette and Petra again.
Vera! Vera!
just stop!
Vera! Calm yourself.
Vera's going to try to fly first into the keyhole.
Mm-hmm.
Get stuck.
Am I able to?
Well, I guess that's a good question. How big is this bee? Are you able to fly through a keyhole, or?
So, Hummel is the size of a honeybee, but maybe maybe half as big. Half bigger.
Okay.
Half again
1.5.
is big. Okay, cool.
1.5 times as big.
Yeah, no, keyholes are outside of what you can do. So.
You fat fuck.
Yeah.
Alright, well,
Stop
I'll knock
drinking,
on the
Hummel.
door.
But you can get under under the door if you want.
Oh, okay.
That's what Vera's going to do, is try to scuttle under.
Even with
Okay.
all the smoke?
Hmm?
Even with all the smoke?
Yeah.
Okay,
Well, I mean,
Vera's not a regular bee, so.
that's true.
rude, Vera. Real rude. Talking to you.
I can't talk.
Yes, but we could work something out, you know.
Scurrying under this door.
Really loud
One-
bee noises.
One buzz for yes, two buzzes for no.
It stings you in the face.
Alright, so once Vera goes under, you just hear from the room, "Ah! This isn't my fault, this is your fault! Stop it!"
Stop it, Ron.
And that just continues for a bit before you hear, "Okay, fine, that's it." And then it just stops from there.
Uh-oh.
Did you just kill Vera?
Hummel? Hummel?
What?
Is Vera
Is it
okay?
Petravian? Vera's fine, I think. 48 minutes?
Just give them their time. Come on, Petra. Did you know Vera and Sol killed somebody in the basement of this place?
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't there for that, but they told me about it. It sounds pretty shady.
I did.
But I mean, Sol hooked up with Siva from that, so I guess it worked out.
I mean, is it true that Marcus almost drowned here?
Yeah, I don't know. You have to ask Vera about that, pal. I wasn't here for it.
Oh.
Are you guys still upstairs?
No, we're walking down.
Actually,
I'm
they're
walking
heading
down
down.
the stairs.
You're heading down the
Downstairs,
stairs?
Yeah.
you see
Yeah.
Riz showing Kurla a card trick. Okay, is this your card?
So as you are, starting down the stairs, when Lovette says, one of you said the name Marcus, you hear a small voice behind you.
Oh, God.
Do you know Daddy? You turn and you see a tiny halfling child.
Oh, hello. What's your name?
Mommy says not to talk to strangers. But did you know Daddy? Said Marcus.
I knew your father, yeah.
His eyes seem to like lock onto you. Just everything else in his world just like shuts out as he stares at you.
Oh boy.
Whoa.
This.
Go on, Lovette. Tell him.
Yes. Petra, can you give me a moment? Can you go downstairs and it'll be right down now?
Of course. And Petra will go down the stairs.
It's a child that Lovette actually has to kneel to be down, like,
someone
an
actually
island
spotted
with.
Lovette. It's amazing.
So yeah, kneel down to be like on eye level with him.
Blink, 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 blink.
Yeah, I need to tell you, I didn't know your father. I haven't seen him in a long time. But I want you to know that he's a very brave person in the time I knew him.
He was the bravest. That's what Mommy said.
She's right.
He's a really, really powerful warrior, and he's a great adventurer, and he fought a whole army and beat them, and he's really powerful. And I want to be just like him someday.
I don't know about that, Bob, but I
And he had magic too, because
Yeah.
he was the best.
He was very special, and he understood. Some
And
really
when he
important
comes
things.
home, we're gonna go on adventures together.
Uh-oh.
You're killing me here!
How are you doing, Skrewy?
I'm doing horrible, bud!
Oh no.
Oh, we're not done yet. So I've never put this in my inventory, so it's up to you if I don't actually have it, but it's pretty inconsequential, and I never would have gotten rid of it since the last campaign. But if I still have the copper rose that Soul gave me, I'm gonna pull
you
that out of my
should.
jacket.
You're carrying it around on you?
Yeah, because Soul gave it to her.
Okay. Alright, yeah. Go ahead and add copper rose to your inventory then. I figured you'd put it on like a mantelpiece at your house or something.
No.
But if you're literally
Thanks.
carrying it with you, you're carrying it with you.
She keeps stuff that Soul gave to her like a fucking crazy person.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah. Well, I would put it in, but I'm literally about to get rid of it, so I'm not gonna bother.
Alright.
Because I'm gonna pull that out and pass over. So if you ever do get to see him again, I want you to give him this. Okay?
What is it?
It's just a memento from a friend.
What's the memento?
It,
It's that thing inside all of us.
just something to remember him by. I hope you turn out brave like he was. And kind like he was. Okay?
Okay. If you see him, tell him I love him and miss him.
What do Lovette roll to not cry?
A will save.
Okay. 6.
Can Skrewy roll a will save?
That is a
Ooh.
2.
Oh no!
That's a 13. That's, look, this is self-imposed, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's
you
like...
you can succeed or fail on your own choice.
That's a pretty low roll.
Yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
2
no,
on a 20.
yeah.
So.
I mean, that's about as low as it gets. She's like, I'm just trying to figure out how to describe it. She starts to like choke up, and that pushes the little foxtails into her face so that they like soak up the tears before they're visible. Oh, sorry. I'll do that, okay.
The child nods looks at this flower and like toddles away.
Alright. I'll go downstairs.
Skrewy needs to
Like,
roll for
wiping
will
my
save.
eyes.
Is this your card? Kurla? Pretty cool, right?
And Kurla is not even looking at Riz and not answering.
Okay, let's try it again. Okay. So I shuffle it like this. You're going to pull out the card. Don't worry, I'll do it for you. Okay, this is your card. I'm going to shuffle it back in. Okay. Watch, you see my hands. Is this your card?
Kurla's just gonna shake their head and not even respond.
Riz looks at it. Fuck, it is your card. I counted it. I mean, slides it back in deck. Never mind. Clever. You tricked me with on trick. Good job.
Yes.
Are you okay?
Kurla's gonna take a very long sigh and finally speak for probably the first time since they left the Church of Mellifera, outside of sort of monosyllables. Are you sure that child is still alive?
Yes. Saw it with own brain.
Tell me where we're gonna get her back.
Yes. I would give another fortune, but I am tapped out for a day. If you have not noticed from gaining exhaustion over on my end. But do not worry.
Kurla just nods and kind of looks at Riz for the first time all evening. Can I do anything? Or you need healing or something of that nature?
No, just a good night's rest will get me back up like normal. I just chose to use a bit more energy than I had planned on today. That is all. It takes a lot out of me.
So staying healed tonight?
Riz turns. Oh, hello, Lovette! Why are you crying?
You're not crying, you'll cry.
No, I am not. Liar. Riz looks around and then kneels down and holds out a sugar cube. But you like to talk about it.
Like I said, I probably should talk about it in private. Because it's kind of dangerous.
Oh, this is another one of those instances of this person.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you want to stay here tonight?
I'm fine with it.
I thought we were coming here to get child.
Yes, we will. But if we need to rest, I think that will... Momentum is going to be more valuable than rushing it. The Deadlands are a big place and we don't know where she is.
You are my employer, so I default to your expertise.
Well, if you have a different opinion, I'm open to hearing it.
I would like you to relax and tell me what you know. Get it off chest, you know?
About the Deadlands?
No. What is bothering you? It is bringing your soul down.
About Malchus?
That and other things. I saw. You see a shine go across Riz's eyes as they stare at you. It was so quick, though. Maybe it was just some light up from above going past or something.
You hear that anime? Shh.
Yeah, right. I did, though.
I saw plenty of things. So, if you are ready, we can always talk about it to get off chest. But I am fine. I am tired, but we have trick up our sleeve. And Riz will pull out their hand from one to the other and some cards slip between the two. Ta-da! He's cool. Yeah? No? Okay.
Alright, I'll get us a room then. Because it shouldn't be talked about out here.
Well, if anything, I can always get us, the rooms. If you give me rope, and then we don't have to spend money, and not spending money is kind of my favorite thing.
Okay, well, I'm not going to say no to that. I want to do it privately to not, flaunt our tech and business away from these people.
Whatever you say, Captain! So, we do it in this building, or are we going to do it outside the building?
Let's go outside.
Okay. We will wait for Vera, ? to calm down.
Yeah, that seems fair. That's gonna get some drinks in that time. Yes, she's gonna just not get hammered, but she's gotta mellow a little bit right now.
Alrighty.
And Petra's
So,
seeing...
anyone else?
Yeah, Petra's seeing that. He'll go over to Lovette and just be there. Be there for them.
Alrighty. So Lovette and Petra hang out by the bar. Vera continues to do what Vera was doing.
Mhm.
Riz and Kurla continue sitting at that table.
I think at some point in the evening, Kurla's gonna get up and go over to Lovette and, Lovette, can I have a word with you?
Oh, sure, yeah. Just down whatever I'm drinking and go walk over. What do you need?
I think we need to have a word about Archie.
What does that mean?
Have you talked to him lately about, being as big as he's got now?
No. I mean, I've talked to him about it before. I was very excited. He's been less receptive lately. He doesn't tell me things. He likes things or not. He just says whatever you want. I don't know what to do about it.
Well, he's growing up, isn't he? He's his own person.
Yes. And so I'm trying to get his opinions on things, but it's like... no. It's like he's different now.
Well, I don't like breaking confidences, but you should know that he's a little bit frightened.
Wait, what? I did not know that.
He's frightened of losing y'all. He was saying to me, you remember when he was carrying me the other day?
Yes.
He was saying to me that because he's so much bigger now and people look smaller, he's frightened that they're going to get so small he won't be able to see them anymore. He talked about his dog going away.
No.
Said it was that kind of fear.
Well, he hasn't talked about Zero in years.
I wouldn't know about that, but thought you ought to know. Maybe have a word with him. I mean, you're the closest thing he's got to a parent, I would think.
I mean,
I don't know how you look at him, but he's not some sort of pet to you, is he? He's a...
No, of course not.
Right.
He's the future. He's everything to me. I feel like anything that if my life amounts to nothing other than making sure that his life goes on and he learns things and does new things, then that's all I need.
Kurla's gonna look at Lovette with more a kind of respect that hasn't been there before and just nod slowly. Right, well, then you need to have a conversation with him. Maybe not while this is all going on. We've got a little bit on our plates at the moment, but at some point you might want to just check in with him, make sure he's doing alright.
Yes, of course, thank you.
Also, it's his birthday coming up, apparently.
Yep.
I have no idea what that's all about. I've just heard about them. I've never actually had one myself, but from everything I'm told, it's supposed to be a big deal, so...
You never had a birthday?
It's not important. The important thing is that he's not had one. You might want to... I don't know, it might be nice for him. He seemed excited about the idea.
I'll pen that in. And while I'm doing that, when is your not important birthday?
I honestly don't know. Well, it's not. It wasn't a thing with the people that I grew up with anyway.
So any time works?
We're not talking about me. You've got a habit of doing that, It's not all about me. I'm trying to talk to you about Archie and what he needs. He's vastly more important.
He's very important, and I appreciate that you understand that. And they will throw him a party. It's crazy, he never wanted a party before. I asked him before if he wanted one, and he said, I don't care. This is very interesting to me.
I was telling him that it was a day to celebrate someone who's important to you.
Yes, well, I want to throw him a party, so I like this idea.
Well, at least talk to him about it first. I don't know if he wants it to be a surprise party or something, but if you talk to him about the idea, I don't know. I'm not trying to tell you how to raise your robot thing there, but just talk to him. I think he misses you.
Okay, thank you.
I know I'm poking my nose in here, but as I say, he's important.
No, it's okay. I understand, and
it's hard not to care about him,
I do know. He's very special. And I appreciate your friendship with him. I've said that before, but it means a lot for him to have a friend that's his friend.
Kurla's just going to nod and then just sort of awkwardly head back to one of the tables.
It's like, that's a nice distraction. Back to drinking.
Alrighty.
I had to get that out before I forgot about it.
No, that's
Yeah, that was good.
Anyone else?
Do you want to describe
Vera. So
Riz is
Riz had left during that conversation, just noticing they were alone doing card tricks. So they went upstairs to check on quotations Vera. Excuse me.
Yes?
Do you need help?
I'm doing everything I can at the moment.
I understand, but maybe it might be too much. I am simply offering help.
It would actually really help if you're able to. Could you get everyone together and start planning out what we're gonna do?
The issue is we need your thoughts on this as well. Lovette had suggested staying the night.
I don't know if we can do that. Vera would be really angry.
Yes, speaking of which, where is she?
Oh, she's in here.
Okay. Is she okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Think I'm gonna do something to Vera?
No, I was just making sure. She was hitting my head and stung my hand.
I dealt with it. It's
Excuse me?
it's dealt with.
Alright. Well, I have talked about the plan for today, and so far the only recommendation has been stay the night. From both Petravian and Lovette, actually.
What does staying the night help?
Everyone is tired according to them. They are worried about me for some stupid reason.
Alright. Suddenly once again, I think almost just starts to have a panic attack. Alright. Okay. That is okay.
Yes, it will be.
Well, thanks for telling me. I'm going to continue doing this for another 30 minutes, and I'll see all of you downstairs. Alright.
Seriously, can I help with anything else?
Can you use prestidigitation?
No, but I can make things explode.
Can you make smoke without damaging things? Is really what would be helpful here.
There's silence from the other side of the door, and you just hear footsteps walking away.
Riz comes back down to the first floor of the building.
Dang it.
It's like, I was just trying to help. I'm gonna go now. Kurla, are you ready for another trick?
Right, let's say it then.
Alright. I'm going to show card. Okay, here. See?
Right, yes, I see it.
Okay. Going to put it back in deck. And they kind of shuffle it. It doesn't look like they're doing a very good job. They're very bad, actually, right now. They seem flustered. Okay, it's this card.
If I say that is my card, will you get some rest?
A finger touches it, and it changes to the right one. Yeah, no.
In that case, no, it's not my card.
They check it again. I just changed it. I mean, they put it back.
Kurla, tiny smirk from Kurla. Not like laughing
So-
at you, just smiling, like you've managed to cheer them up slightly.
So pretty much Riz is just trying to be jovial in this time being, but I don't have anything else while we wait for Vera.
Okay.
Yep.
Is anyone else going to do anything for the next 30 minutes?
No,
Yep,
I think we're
I'm
just
good.
waiting on Vera.
Well, in that case, let's advance time.
Yep.
So, what happens in 30 minutes?
Alright, so once that's done, Vera's going to put their armor back on once everything's out of it. They're going to come right back down the stairs.
Alright, so no leads or anything on, like, directions? Is that what I'm getting?
I'm like point at Riz, finger guns.
I'm tapped out. Put those away. They're deadly weapons.
Okay, do we really have to stay the night?
No, actually, I don't give a shit. There are others who suggested it.
What would you suggest we do otherwise? What direction are we heading in?
I don't know, it's in the Deadlands, right? That's what we know.
The Deadlands is not a small place.
And it's not easy just to go wandering around into the Deadlands is not a great idea.
I am worried as well, but if we wander around aimlessly, we are going to waste so much more time than if we rest for one night.
Oh, also, could people make a perception check? Since I am now the DM.
I mean, sure.
That's a
Oh, nat 20 from Lovette.
16 for Petra.
Alright.
That is a 27 from Kurla.
Okay, so everyone other than Petra will hear this tink, 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 tink noise coming from
Oh boy.
Vera's belt.
Oh dear.
Riz's eyes just drift to that direction.
You can
Is
see
it the little...
you see a
Oh, sorry.
bottle with a small with a honeybee inside of it.
Can she breathe in that?
Yeah, I just open it up every once in a while. It'll be fine. They don't take up as much air as we do in this form. I'll be back, okay?
And Vera's going to head out the door.
Would you like to see another trick?
And I would like to use a knowledge local.
Go for it. And I think I know what you're after, so go for it.
Hey.
22.
Success.
All right. So, should I roleplay that out, or should I just ask you how much it's going to cost?
10.
They're not that expensive.
Really? You just bought a lot?
10 per.
In that case, let's drop a...
You got it. Go ahead and add that to your character. Or actually, you know what? I will. I'll add that to your character sheet.
So after... How long do you think I was out? Maybe like 10, 20 minutes?
Oh, yeah, 15 minutes tops.
Alright. So after about 15 minutes, Vera's going to come back, smile on their face. It's like,
Okay, you know what? We've got this. So, if anyone has any ideas, that'd be absolutely great. But,
What's this feeling?
so, if anyone has anything that comes up, just let me know, and that should be amazing. Oh, could I get 5 meads, please?
Okay.
Sarwin?
Yeah, Sir Irwin goes and says, "Oh, of course." He goes over and he's going to gather the 5 meads, put them on a tray, and then like walk over to you and like hand you one, and then go to walk to.
No, those are mine. I guess you can get everyone else one too. That'd be good too.
There is 5 for yourself.
Why not, right? If we're staying here anyway, it seems like the obvious choice.
We don't have to stay here. It is whatever you want, leader.
Well, we don't know where we're going, so
I'm sorry. Riz actually looks embarrassed.
don't worry, dear. It's all good.
Dear. I am your elder.
Is there an old form of deer? Is that an elk? Might be an elk.
There's an eye twitch.
Vera claps.
Moose.
Excuse me. Riz stands up, and they just walk outside.
And I'm going to guzzle down 2 meads within a minute.
Fortitude, please.
Oh, shit.
Alrighty. That's an 18 and a 12.
Lovely. All right, yeah, you're feeling it. You're feeling it after that second one. You have a nice little happy buzz.
No pun intended.
Oh, pun intended. I'm going to punish
Shit.
myself for that later.
Self-flogging.
Yeah,
my.
self-flagellation. Absolutely.
My.
Yeah, so Vera's probably just sitting at one of the tables. I look at Kurla. Do you want one? You want one?
Petra will
No,
come.
I think I'm all right. Thank you.
Vera grabs her chair and sits next to Kurla.
Oh no.
Well, okay then.
All right, so Vera, you move the chair from your table you were at over to the table that Kurla is.
It's like
You
that
sit-
like slight hop move where you're like you don't want to fully stand up, so it's like
You chair hop across the room, much to the annoyance of the other patrons.
And Kurla.
Lovette's watching this shit in like horror because she's the whole situation. She's been through weird enough shit that she's willing to believe that this is a body swap, but still seeing Vera this chipper is just like unnatural. It's like, all right, the lost souls were one thing, but this is unnatural.
Also, I would like to say, once again, this is like a full smile, like happy, bright-faced Vera right now. And for Petravian, obviously you've never seen something like this. Like, she smiles and stuff at the temple and that, and when interacting with the Hivekin.
Uh-huh.
But the only time you see a smile this large, it's definitely accompanied by these eyes that give a exact opposite meaning. And it's usually when she's calling someone a parasite
Oh.
and is about to start a fight.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh boy. Oh shit, I think I finally caught on.
So here's the thing. Kurla. This one doesn't have ton of honey in it. It's just regular mead.
I'm not really saying how this is going to help us find that child.
Well, if we're stuck here anyways, might as well have a little bit of fun.
Well,
Just-
are we stuck here? Have we actually got a plan yet on tracking her more precisely?
I think we're waiting on Riz, to be honest.
Right, to be honest.
Unless, do I have anything?
And Vera's going to go, or Hummel's going to go through Vera's bags and start looking to see if she has anything of Reduvi's. And I don't. Well, okay, no.
How else?
Can I just get an opinion on has everyone cottoned on to the fact that a body swap has taken place?
I believe so.
Well, she's openly said as much, so it's really up to whether or not you believe her.
Okay. Sorry, I couldn't recall from last time if that had been openly said or not.
No worries.
Yeah, it was just like out of nowhere. She had said it to Lovette.
Okay. Kurla was pretty
So-
out of it, like, after thinking that they killed a child, so I'm not
So
sure.
the people that would know right now, like that I've talked to directly about it, it'd probably be Petra and Lovette. And Riz caught on to it.
Okay. So I think Kurla might be a little bit slow on the uptake with this. I think it may have flown over their head. That was not intended as a pun, actually. That
It's perfect, though. It's beautiful. Love it.
I kind of wish it had been, but on the other hand, I would get in trouble for it. So Kurla's going to just look at quote unquote Vera. Right, what is it that's going on with you right now? Because you're not. Granted, I don't know you very well, but you're not acting the way you normally act. You're a little bit more, smiles and.
So, like I said, things are totally crazy right now. So, this,
And Vera's gonna take out the bottle, just ding ding ding.
this is Vera, and she's in my
Right.
body. This is supposed to be mine.
Right, and how long is that going to be lasting for then? Is this like a
Oh.
permanent thing, or do we have to get used to
I
this?
hope it's not much longer. Like, a day, I hope?
Right.
I'm hoping that it just goes off when I'm sleeping, to be honest. But, you know what? However long, I'm prepared. I'm prepared for it. Everything's good.
And Vera's doing these motions of like, I'm good. Like the in front of the face, down to the waist, hands.
Just clearing the energy.
Right, with 5 points of made.
Well, now there's only, Hummel count 1, 2, only 3 more. But that's going to change.
And Vera's gonna drink another one.
Fortitude.
That is a 19.
All right. Yeah, you still feeling buzzed?
So, here's the question is, does anyone else have any way of locating people? That's what I want to know. How about you have like a clock thing, right? Compass? Compass.
A clock thing? I've got a compass, so I. Oh, yes.
Can that do it? Can that find people based on anything other than what you put in it? Or is it just like, oh, I have a piece of flesh of whoever I have?
It's unfortunately you need to have something else.
Ah, Riz, you're back. Do
Hello there.
you want a mead?
No. How
Well.
close is Reduvi to you?
What do you mean?
Do you consider them family?
Everyone in the hive is family. That's basically what you sign up for.
Are you closer or is Vera closer?
Oh, Vera's probably definitely closer.
I would like to talk to Vera. Just has their hand out in front of you.
It's like kind of slightly off course, just takes it off her belt, puts it on in your hand.
Blinks at you. And Vera will, and Riz will take Vera's bottle and just walk outside. And with Vera, they'll just pop the lid open and just kind of...
Just flies out.
Yeah. Wait, I have spell to help! I have spell to help! Please come back.
Does Vera come back, or does Vera
Hold-
go back
hold
into the
on.
building and start stinging?
I'm trying to decide if... Can you do a diplomacy for me?
Oh, yeah. Obviously. That's
Oh,
22.
strong. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, so Vera looks like she's about to start stinging you instantly.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll hesitate, and it's just gonna land on top of the bottle, just pulsing.
I need your help to find her. and I've been racking my brain, and I'm hoping this spell will work. And I'm gonna cast Discern next of Kin.
Okay,
with
so
Vera.
my question is for Vera. Do you consider who do you consider your successor?
Who I consider my successor?
Yeah, who is Vera's successor?
I would
Like,
say
if you were
that,
to die, who would you will yourself to? And I understand you would probably just say the whole hive.
Yes,
But,
but I would say that Reduvi is an individual that Vera's been putting special interest into, just because they found them and like they feel for this child, like for everything they've lost.
Okay. So would you would consider this particular one closer than any other member of the hive?
Yes.
Okay. That's all I need to know. In that case, yeah, the spell will succeed.
Okay. So, it pretty much lets me know location, thoughts of this character.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So just to everyone understands, Riz is able to scan the thoughts of an individual and learn the name and location of that target's living relatives. So in the case of this, Reduvi will count. So,
And the attitude.
as well as the attitude of the target toward the relative, yeah. So I'll start with that in case you. So that means you would see Vera's attitude toward Reduvi, which is what? Love and admiration.
I'd say it's love, familial connection, like just extreme care.
Mm-hmm.
Say.
Okay, and then from Reduvi's side, you feel love and respect and just huge amounts of caring.
That's great. Where the fuck is she?
And then as far as location,
Yeah.
you get a sense that she is to the northwest of you, about 12 miles or so away.
Okay.
So relatively close.
So, Riz had their eyes shining while this was happening, and then they snap to. They look at Vera. I know where she is. Are you ready to go?
Vera will fly off into the bar.
Oh, just has Jar, closes Jar, and goes in after. Vera, come back. Vera.
It's gonna start stinging Kurla and Vera. Are you kidding me? Why do you let him out?
Because I needed spell to work with her.
Alright. So, I'm gonna try to trap Vera inside of a bottle again.
Okay. Has Vera wised up to this attack? Is it gonna have? I mean, look, they're technically both your characters, so you can do.
Yes,
what you like.
I'm gonna fight myself. Hold on.
All right.
Would a capture be a CMD? What would that be?
I mean, yeah, CMB. Yeah.
All right.
From across the room, Petra's gonna call out, "Vera, you're acting like an asshole."
I'm also gonna throw Kurla a bottle. Say, can you help with this, please? So it's gonna be a CMB. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
I thought that was gonna be a 1.
So you swipe it through the air, and you are able to catch Vera in a bottle, and then like clap it to the top of a table.
All right. That's.
There's still some mead
Fine.
residue inside it.
Why is there a mead bottle?
Oh, was this not your? Sorry, I thought this was
No,
your
it's just
mug.
another
I'm
bottle.
sorry. Okay, this was like a glass bottle. Never mind then.
Yeah.
Okay.
One of my 7 million that I carry on me.
Very important to have, though.
I could try a mercy on Vera to try to calm him down.
Don't you have calm emotions as a paladin?
As a spell, I don't have. If it's a spell, I don't have it memorized. But let me see.
Well, in any case, Riz just holds out the empty bottle they have to Hummel. Sorry, I needed to have her out to use spell.
You use a spell? What spell?
Oh, I know exactly where Reduvi is. She's about 12 miles that way.
Vera or Hummel slams her hands onto the table and then puts them up in the air. Yes! See, this is what we need. Good job, Riz. That's
Whoa!
I twitch.
Whoa, what's going on?
I think they found them.
okay. So where are they?
12 miles that way.
Deadland's 12 miles that way.
Not northwest.
That direction.
Yes. Oh, wait. Just grabs hand and moves it slightly to correct direction. There you go. That way.
All right, now we are making progress. So we don't have to stay here. Isn't that great?
I guess,
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, yeah. Let's go get them.
Alright.
Order of
Vera,
quick thing. I noticed that we have a lot of, we need to rest just to get our things back. Because, I mean, we came here, it took a day, right, to get here? Or it took...
It was
We
instantaneous.
teleported.
Oh, that's right.
We
Shit, we have...
teleported.
Oh, God. Objection, actually. I think we should rest for the night so that we are fresh for the Deadlands. They are it's a very unforgiving place.
But what about Reduvi? What about, all the other things? I think that's
Yes.
pretty important, right, Petra?
It's very important, but we would be doing Reduvi a disservice to go in half-cocked and unprepared.
Alright. Okay. How about this? Listen, your portable magical abode. Do you think you'll be able to summon that in the Deadlands?
As long as magic works there, yes.
Well, it did last time, so I don't see why we not.
No, then it should be fine. If it can work in Big God Corpse, it can work in dead area. Yes? Dead
I
things
would think
equal
so.
dead things. Yes.
Well, I think so. Alchi and I are in tip-top shape still, so we could be fine, but if you want to rest up, I think maybe we get as close as we can. We rest there, and then we strike from that point.
Yeah, see? Doesn't that seem pretty good? I mean, we all look like we're doing pretty well. Also, look how strong I
Your
am!
optimism makes me uncomfortable.
Look at this. And
Yes.
Hummel is just flexing.
It's really
Riz just looks
familiar.
at you with disgust.
Oh, right. And Vera's going to, pull out the bow and, pull it back. And just, instantly, it almost breaks just from, how fast it goes back. That's not gonna... And she's gonna start redoing it to make it far more tense so that it fits the strength that she normally would need to pull it back. So now it's just super tight on it and taut.
Petra's going to walk up to Hummel and very quietly say, "Are you okay?"
I've never been... Okay, that'd be a lie if I said I was never better. Everything's terrifying, but it's all gonna work out. We got this. And
Familiar.
Vera, hits him in, the chest.
I hate this.
You see these? I might be able to lift you.
I miss my old employer.
Petra stares at Hummel with very squinted eyes.
They're very slightly moving in place as they look at you.
Are you going or what?
Petra's going to put his hand on Vera's shoulder, using
Which one?
Vera's left one.
Okay, so when you do that, just all of a sudden, ow. Ah. Can you not? Ow.
Let me do that again. Petra's gonna cast a lay on hands on Vera.
Alrighty. Alright, Vera's healed for 23 hit points, as well as removing shaken, poisoned, diseased, or ensorcelled conditions.
Alright, so am I no longer drunk or buzzed?
No, yeah, you're still drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Well,
that.
because
Unless we want to argue that alcohol is a poison.
Well, I mean,
it is
mean,
it is a
poison.
poison.
It is
Which-
poison. That's
I mean,
that's how I rule my games. I don't make drugs do not go away, but I do make alcohol because it is a poison.
Well,
So
I
here's
guess
my
in
question.
that case, this is the worst thing ever. So, Petra just touches you, and you are no longer tipsy.
The other thing, is that also gone?
No,
No?
nope,
Okay.
that's still affecting you.
Well, I was enjoying that, but you know what? This is great teamwork. It's going to be better when we're in the Deadlands. Okay, let's go. Everyone good?
No,
Yeah. What? Why?
it would be incredibly unwise to go in without all of our spells and all of our abilities at full strength. And if you ask
Don't
Vera,
the two of you go all the time?
Come on, Petrie.
Vera definitely wants to go. Hence all the stinging, just so you know. Also, you're being a complete buzzkill, seriously.
Haha! I get it.
It wasn't a joke! Stop being happy!
Fucking love Riz.
Peachy, how many times have you and Vera gone into the Deadlands?
Yes, but we were always
Fine.
prepared.
And if
Well,
something
I'm
goes
fine.
wrong,
I'm prepared.
you can just do the thing that you guys did in Melly's stomach. A rope.
Riz
Yes,
is
I
just
can.
rubbing their temples at this point.
Yes.
I'm just gonna walk out the door.
Riz is gonna follow. They're exhausted.
Kurla's
I'm
gonna
gonna start
follow them.
Archie's timer. I'm gonna start Archie's timer now too. Get him ready to go.
Listen, I'd love to stay the night right now, but this is really important.
Of course it's important. I just don't want to get in over our heads.
Is it that dangerous just going in?
It's no picnic. It's no cakewalk.
Once again, I was seizing every time you guys went in there. It wasn't great.
Well, yeah, but...
Do you think I'm going to seize again?
I don't think you will, but Vera's definitely probably going to feel it.
That serves right. Okay, you ready? Come on.
Ah,
We got this.
Malefera,
We got
help.
this.
Malefera, help us.
You doing okay, Petrie? All good? Here, I'll just... And I'm going to stick my finger into his mouth.
What?
Hey, Beardy,
Yeah,
I have something on my finger.
yeah, I figured. Let me reduce something here on your character sheet.
Oh my lord.
Nice.
All right, Petra.
Yeah.
Colors are a little brighter. You feel weightless, and everything is just really nice. You feel something thin dissolving on your tongue, and the next thing you know, everything is great.
Awesome.
It's more like cocaine.
Yeah, it's
Hey!
like cocaine. Yeah,
Okay.
Straight up,
That I can work with. All right.
yeah, you know what cocaine's like.
That's great.
if I'm correct, it's basically everything is brighter. You are just straight up happy and ready to go. How Petra interprets that, you decide. And
But your smile is unescapable.
Vera slaps your shoulder. Come on, and it's gonna run out the door.
Imagine from Hummel's perspective, this is just like a fucking like an anime, like a fucking shoujo anime.
Runs back in, grabs one of
No,
the
shonen,
meads.
that's what I meant. I'm an idiot.
Fortitude.
Oh, I'm gonna sip it on the way.
Oh, okay.
So Petra's sitting there for a second, waving his hand in front of his face like, well, I mean, when they put it that way. He takes his wine and slams it down. Give you a fortitude save on that.
He's drinking wine again.
Yeah. He loves wine. He likes fruity wine.
You never complain about Vera drinking mead.
I just don't get the wine fascination at all.
Is what Petra
Yeah.
likes.
Yeah,
With
so
Marcus, there wasn't a
Marcus.
reason, but at least with Petravian, it's because he's Roman. There's kind of a connection there.
That was a 32,
Yeah.
so
It's a cultural thing. Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah.
You're absolutely fine.
well then. And I'm looking around, nobody else is in there. Well, okay then. Let's go.
Yay!
Yeah. And Petra,
I'm gonna hate everything.
Petra heads out the door.
All right. So who's left in the building? Is it just Lovette at this point?
I think.
Oh, no,
Lovette
she was the first to
left.
leave.
Grem just didn't move the token.
Oh, I see.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I was looking at a different part of the map. Sorry,
Gotcha.
I'm an idiot.
So in that case, is anyone left in the building at all, or are you all outside now?
Roll out.
Okay. So in the distance, just 100 feet or so to the north, you see this kind of shimmering barrier that separates out the rest of the world from the Deadlands. What separates you from this area of necromantic just abyss on the other side. I think the only people who haven't seen it before, though, are going to be Riz and Kurla. So this is more a description for your benefit. You see, it looks dark on the other side. It seems like there's a fog on the other side of this sort of shimmering barrier. And everything on the other side seems to kind of be grayish colored. It definitely looks unnatural. There's a clear line in the grass where it's alive and then it's just like dead. It's just grayish black on the other side of this line, and it stretches from horizon to horizon.
What the hell created this?
Oh wow.
I forget, did Book tell us specifically who did this or no?
You
Or the
guys
player?
recall, I mean, you learned a little bit about the history of it, and that was that there was some sort of mega spell that was unleashed that caused this, and at the climax of a very, very big war that was taking place some, hundreds of years ago. I don't know if you ever got the specific details or not. Did you guys do any research about this?
The only thing I remember is giant mega spell and something about Marcus the Destroyer, but I don't know where those fit in or if they fit in at all.
I'm wondering if it's reasonable for me to just kind of know it from a history check or something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you can certainly make a knowledge history check. Yeah, I mean, these are historical events that aren't secret by any stretch.
Because I imagine that this is something that Lovette has probably studied, given that she knows both those languages.
Yeah, go ahead and give me knowledge history and I'll tell you what you know.
That is a 20.
Cool. So you know that there was this war between the Kintao Empire and the Petravian Empire a couple hundred years ago. Oh, sweet, yeah.
So, Hummel rolls a 30.
Awesome. So between the two of you, you guys pretty much have the whole story. And that is that at the climax of this war, there was going to be this massive, decisive battle. And each side was bringing to bear stronger and stronger magics to combat the other. And they both brought to bear these mega spells, these ultimate expressions of magical destruction. And something happened that was unexpected when they were both detonated near each other. The magics ended up interplaying with each other and made an effect that neither side had anticipated, which was to create this enormous shockwave of necromantic power, and it has just created this area called the Deadlands where there's just no life, basically. Anyone that goes in is just drained away over time, and it sort of leaves the entire area in almost a form of stasis. So the grass on the other side of that barrier is the grass that was there hundreds of years ago that has just remained not quite dead but not decaying, if that makes sense. So things that die there tend to raise as the undead on their own. And then what's even more creepy about the whole place is people have tried over the last couple hundred years to go in there and reclaim parts of it or get rid of it or cleanse it, and nothing has ever worked. No one has ever been able to shrink the Deadlands over time. There were efforts hundreds of years ago by very powerful wizards and adventurers to go in there and find the quote-unquote heart of the Deadlands and stop it, but no one was ever successful. No one has ever been able to shrink it at all, and it has remained exactly the same since it was created. It is a static thing.
Oh, this place is all so creepy.
Which is why this inn is here, because it's right on the edge of the Deadlands, and it's perfectly safe. That's the thing, is the Deadlands is perfectly safe on this side. As soon as you cross the barrier, it's horrible, but it's completely non-harmful, because if anything leaves the Deadlands, it just turns to dust.
I bet they never sent a necromancer in, since they don't trust necromancers.
I mean, necromancy is not super uncommon. I'm sure necromancers have gone in there before for either to study necromancy in detail from all the energies in there or stuff. I mean, necromancers have 100% gone in there.
I mean more of official people being sent in to try and reduce the Deadlands.
I mean, there are good necromancers that have existed over time.
I know.
But
I'm saying
we traveled with one.
Yeah, but they're being also subdued by the other casters that we saw with Karis, right?
We did see that with the magic school.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's definitely more recent. stuff, yeah. Like, the necromancy is not taught, at least, or tolerated in a lot of places, that's for sure.
Also, this is up to your judgment.
Mm-hmm.
Hummel died a long time ago. I want to know, do you think Hummel died long enough ago that he would know about this before it was destroyed?
The Deadlands would have existed during Hummel's life.
Okay. Alright. That's fine. Cool.
Alright. So, you all find yourselves at the barrier between life and death, as it were. The barrier between the lands of the living and the Deadlands.
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
Do you have a different map at all?
Not yet, no.
Petra would like to...
Can we at least have the Vil map so we're not in the Dead Man's Rush?
Sure.
Thank you.
There we go.
That just doesn't look that good for the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you just put on a animated GIF of like spooky, scary skeletons, like the cartoon?
Sure, yeah, why not?
We're at the edge here,
At all
and
times.
Petra's gonna be like, "Well, we're gonna fucking do this. Let's do this!" And he's just gonna walk right in.
Man, it's been a long time. This is weirdly nostalgic.
I mean, you could have gone probably with Vera.
I was kind of busy myself.
Oh yeah, you're making all the like things, right? The constructs.
Yeah, that
Constructs.
too. Yes. I've been doing some work on Society Spider.
Do you want some mead?
Right now, no, I'm alright. Let's just go.
All right.
Call mount. Divine bond.
So Chisel appears and immediately like looks over at this barrier and just is wigged out by it.
It's making that weird deer noise.
It's making that weird
That's
Like horn. There's just bracket like horn noises,
and
air horn sound.
yeah, and Vera definitely does not seem to be liking this either.
But also hasn't seemed to be liking existing either. So
Right. I mean, nothing has changed. So
Although Vera doesn't typically like anything, so.
Also, my apiary is going insane, if I recall.
yes.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, Archie, can you hold this for me for the time being? And I'm just gonna like, is the alchemy station still on, Archie?
I believe so.
Technically.
Yes.
Uh,
Yeah. Vera's alchemist lab is still on Archie.
Hummel's going to just kind of nestle and like wrap the apiary onto Archie's back.
Alrighty.
All
So-
done.
Petra's already jumped in, right?
Yep.
No, we're right on the edge. Okay.
I thought I heard him say that he did.
Petra's gonna be walking towards the barrier, and he calls in Chisel. And before Chisel's even fully formed, he's pretty much going straight through that barrier.
Okay. So in that case, Chisel forms on the light side and is looking in and seeing you walking deeper in and looks at everyone else and just kind of makes that freaked out deer noise.
I mean, you don't have to come if you don't want to. I left horse at Hive. So, that's your own choice after all. You are own being.
Does Chisel... Yes, Chisel definitely understands that language. In that case, Chisel looks at you, like looks at Riz,
Mm-hmm.
and then looks at the rest of the party, and is just going to run south.
Okay, goodbye. Have good evening.
That son of a bitch.
Rizzle walk in.
You ready for this again, Archie?
Of course. Necromantic power does not affect me very much.
It's true. Are you okay with it? Are you scared?
The Deadlands have never scared me before.
That's good. You're such a brave boy. Alright, let's go.
Alright, he walks up to the barrier and heads in.
I'm just going to start skipping through.
Alright, so Riz and Kurla, this experience is... Kurla's the last one in, so Kurla, you walk up to the barrier and it's like this shimmering line in the air.
Kurla sighs and kind of steels themselves and then takes a step through.
Okay, so let me explain this to the people who have first time in here. It is neither hot nor cold. There is no temperature at all. You cannot feel the wind. A lot of your senses are dulled. You can't really smell or taste anything aside from this, like, kind of an acrid taste in the air. It smells like ash or burning in the distance. Sounds are muffled and muted. Like, everything seems to be distant. There's a fog that hangs always about 20 feet away from you. No matter how hard you squint, it's difficult to see anything further than 20 feet away. The grass and plants on this side are sort of just rigid, like, and dark. They're dead, and if you touch them or step on them, they dissolve away into dust. But yet, you don't see footprints of anyone other than you guys. So, apparently when, you can leave a trail and it just comes back. Like, these plants just reform as dead plants at some point in the future. Because there's no indication that anyone has ever stepped into here before you. Even though there's a well-worn trail that you've just walked up from, that goes from the Dead Man's Rest to the line, there is no indication that anyone has ever stepped foot in here before you guys. But as you're walking around in here, you're leaving footprints. There was nothing here before, so it's strange. Like I said, it's a weird sort of time stasis in this place. The other thing that you notice is that all colors have been muted. It's essentially black and white. So, yeah, enjoy. There's no temperature, there's very little feeling, there's very little sound, and you can't see very far, and there's no color.
Welcome to Silent Hill.
Yeah, kinda.
Well, it's that direction. Let's get going.
Alright.
Yes. Yeah, just spend basically the rest of the day traveling.
Do you want a survival check to see if we can stay on course?
I certainly do, yeah.
Alright.
I'll be very humble.
Vummel.
Come on.
It's kind of like vomit.
28.
Nice. You've improved.
All right.
No.
Wish I had Hummely last time.
It's like I have the same stats for that one.
So what's your marching order?
So, since Vera's tracking, probably Hummel in the front,
Okay.
I assume. Maybe
Yeah.
with Petra?
Okay.
So Archie in the center.
Archie in the center of the formation. Okay.
I guess it's then Riz, Kurla, and Lovette right after him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Riz, Kurla, and Lovette. All right. So in that case, I will go ahead and push a new map here. So you are walking along, and some of you, I believe only Vera and Lovette, have pretty shitty vision when it comes to seeing in the dark. So you might want to have a light source. 'Cause it's,
I'll cast light then.
okay.
I can just see bitches.
I got a little switch on my gauntlet. I flick and a little like flashlight goes on.
Where are
Okay.
they?
In that case, Lovette flips on a light and is now emitting a light source. So, Vera still has some problems seeing.
I still have problems seeing.
Yeah, you're blind as a fucking bat.
Everyone else seems to have vision, alternate vision modes.
So why is it so dark right now?
Because you just can't see very well in the Deadlands.
Yeah.
It's pitch black in the Deadlands?
I mean, it's... How late at
It's
night
like
is
foggy.
it?
Shitty draw
right?
distance.
Like, it was during the day when we teleported.
Hold on, let me...
You know, it was like an hour.
Let me set you... Then I'll set you to 20 feet of dim vision, which is what you should have in the Deadlands. There you go.
I think about it. I'm also going to cast Mage Armor on myself and Archie while we're traveling.
I'm going to be changing everyone's vision
To just 20 feet ahead.
to just 20 feet of dim, because that's what it should be in the Deadlands anyway.
Coolio, my bro.
So, we'll just
What
need to
about with the light source?
The light source is helping slightly, so Lovette's got a 30 foot instead of 20 foot. So, I don't think this is going to change everyone's permanent tokens, but we'll see. If it does, I'll just have to remember to set them back. So, you are walking through this... I don't really want to call it a twisted hellscape, because it's not. It's more like this creepy, unliving landscape, where every so often you'll come up to a craggy-looking tree that looks like it's just been burned, but it's still just standing there. You'll come across ruins every so often. You'll walk past like a foundation of a building that's been reduced to only about a foot tall. The rocks are blackened, but it hasn't decayed. It's very strange.
Mm-hmm.
This is all so fascinating.
Well, it's quite interest in the surroundings, at least.
And by the way, Vera has stopped moving inside the bottle.
She's dead.
Oh, dang. Rip.
And so, first of all, Vera's going to put... Hummel's going to put Vera into the apiary. Isn't this confusing? Isn't this great?
Yeah. It's the
You
best.
done this to yourself?
So, Hummel is going to put Vera into the apiary, just for safekeeping. And so it has air.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. You're not going to sting me now, Sal?
Yeah, exactly.
Petra's gonna cast Greater Magic Weapon, since it's 1 hour
Okay.
per level.
Go for it.
I guess I'll cast Summon Instrument. Just be like a triangle.
Okay. The strangest thing is you see Hummel Vera cast a spell and a metal triangle appears.
What? I didn't even know how to address that.
You've never seen Vera cast a spell like that before, so this
Nope.
doesn't look like Vera's magic.
It looks like so it's magic. Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, go ahead and everyone give me a perception check, please.
Sure. That is a 15 for Petravian.
A 33 for Risen.
24 for Lovette and a 31 for Archibald.
Oop, only a 15 for Vera Flug.
A 33 from Kurla.
Hell yeah.
Very nice. All right,
Thank
well,
you.
in that case, Riz, Lovette, Archie, and Kurla, you are all going to hear footsteps to the northwest. A lot of footsteps. Marching footsteps.
Skelly Boy
Oh, fuck.
footsteps.
Oh, you ready to bash some heads?
Ding, ding, ding. Huh?
Oh, we got company.
Oh, and Vera just throws the magical triangle over their shoulder.
Wow.
Which direction it sound like it's coming from?
The northwest.
Why don't we just form up and get ready, I think, rather than trying to outrun them.
So Hummel goes to her back end, takes out the bow. He's gonna just ready it with an arrow.
You see Riz take their new and improved staff out of their cloak and kind of twirls a little bit until it stamps down onto the ground.
Okay. Well,
Petra, close in.
Yep, Petra's moved
Can
back.
I
Yep.
see? Can I see the enemies?
yeah, so what's going to happen is you guys are all prepping, and from the northwest, you see a group of, well, some of you, I'm not sure, I think just Vera and Petra get the edge of that first one showing up right now. What you see is a skeleton covered in ancient, rusted, rotting out armor. Each one is, the skeleton that you see at the edge of the fog barrier is carrying a short sword and a tower shield. As it sees you, it raises its short sword in the air, and words float out from its empty skeletal mouth that, well, it's in a language that I think Petra speaks.
I speak, then. Probably too.
Me too?
Yeah, Riz would get it too. So yeah. So in that case, Lovette, Riz, and Petra, you understand what this thing is saying. And it says, "Soldiers from the enemy, kill them for the Emperor." So I'm going to activate some combats here, and we're going to roll some initiatives.
Coolio, my bro.
If it's speaking...
Petra, are these friends of yours?
They're speaking Protean. So
right,
just-
then Kurla would have
Oh.
got it too.
Excellent. Okay, and that's basically they say that in the enemies of the Empire, or soldiers of the enemy, die in the name of the Emperor.
Gotcha.
Something like that. Something to that effect. It's the rough translation. Alrighty. Well, we're going to begin combat here. So this... Oh, hold on. I think it would help if I actually revealed the fuckers. There they are. Okay. So the first of them... Go and... Okay, now they're all revealed.
Oh, good.
The first of them is going to move forward and set a shield there, 10 feet to the northwest of Vera. The second one is going to do roughly the same thing, moving in, setting a shield to the shoulder of his ally.
Oh, shit.
Vera, you have initiative.
Alrighty. Hummel's going to attach something to their arrow,
Mm-hmm.
pull it back, and shoot it in between the two undead in front of her,
Okay.
and casting grease in the 10 by 10 or the 5 by 5, the 10 by 10, 10 by 10 area.
Okay.
And then after doing that, Vera's going to dance back 2 squares. So basically going further down to where Archie is.
Okay. Go ahead.
Moonwalking.
All right, and that is DC 14. So 1 moment. I'm going to roll some saves on these boys. Okay, wow, they both fail miserably on their saves, so they're both going to be prone. All right, conditions, prone, and condition, prone. Cool, there they go. All right, so both of those guys are now proned. All right, Skeletal Legionnaire 3, basically, is going to be up. He's going to move up 30 feet and get to the edge of that grease area. And Archie is up next.
Punch him.
Nice. All right. So what does prone confer as far as advantages?
It's already built onto the condition, but
Okay.
it's -4.
Then I'm gonna have him do a full attack. He's gonna do. I'm gonna have him direct all of his attacks to the guy on the left.
Okay, go ahead.
And power attack. There we are. There's a lot of die rolling going on there. Oh, it was a 20 to hit and then a 29 to hit.
That's a 3. Yikes. Okay. Alright, well in that case, only one of those is going to hit. It deals 22 points of damage to the guy on the left.
Mm-hmm.
So you strike him for 22 damage, or rather Archie does, and the skeleton is reduced to splinters.
And then I'm gonna have him do his feat that I've never fucking remembered to do, and he's gonna cleaving finish into the other guy. So if I remember correctly, that's another single attack.
You make one other melee attack using your highest BAB against the opponent within reach.
Right, so the single attack function will work fine.
Yeah.
And it's still power attack if the original one was power attack, is that correct?
It's the same attack, yeah. So if it's a power attack,
Right,
it's a power
okay.
attack.
Alright. That is a 31.
Alright, 31 will hit. You deal 28 points of damage to the other guy on the ground, and that will destroy him as well.
Alright, there we go. He just grabs the one dude and slams him into the other one.
Alright,
Nice.
both targets are destroyed. Kurla,
Booyah!
you have initiative.
All right. I mean, they went down pretty easily, so Kurla is going to see that, and I'm not sure that it's going to be necessary for them to cast Blessing of Fervor.
I think it's fine because we're literally going to rest before we go to whatever's the big thing. Like, Petra needs to, and frankly, I think Vera probably should.
Okay.
So I don't really think there's harm in it. But if anyone else wants to weigh in.
Well, then Kurla is going to raise their hands up, let their fingers go rigid. Energy, blue energy, is going to start emanating from the tips of their fingers. And as if they are conducting an orchestra, they are going to wave their hands. This bolts of blue energy will spark out and hit everyone in the party as they cast Blessing of Fervor, which will give you all some options at the beginning of your next turns. And that will be Kurla done, I believe.
So Blessing of Fervor is activated on everyone for the next 13 rounds.
Enjoy.
Yep, alright. Alright, and that takes us back to the Skeletal Legionnaires here. And it is going to move up 30 feet, just to the edge of Archie and Vera's vision. Taking up a defensive stance. The next one's going to move up. It's going to provoke an attack of opportunity from Archie by doing this. But it's going to move up next to Petra. So go ahead and submit a single attack from Archie. This one cannot be a power attack. Alrighty. So that is going to strike a 32 for 25 points of damage, and that is going to destroy that creature as well.
There's a bunch of flies in here. For Archie.
Alright, next one's up. It's going to move up 30 feet to the edge, well, as far as it can. Still out of vision, I believe. Alright, that takes us to Riz.
Alright. Shit, I can only see one. So, Riz is gonna step up behind Petravian, between Archie, and cast out a ball lightning 2 going to each of the skelly man in front of them. So for you,
Okay.
Rudy, right here.
Gotcha, yeah.
And right
I see
here.
those 2. Cool.
Okay. I don't know if there's more. That's all I
Okay,
can see.
go ahead and cast the spell, and I'll give them their reflex saves.
Okay.
Nice. So that they rolled a 6 and a 20 adjusted, and I believe that that still fails.
21 is the reflex save.
Yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, they're each going to take 66 damage. So go ahead and roll 66, please.
Yeet!
All right, 26 damage. Well, that's going to be enough to destroy both of them. So both Skeletal Legionnaires are reduced to ash from the attack.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to take us to another one of these guys. He's going to move up 30 feet. And does Archie have combat reflexes?
He does.
All right, then I need another attack of opportunity.
Nice. My boy, he's doing
Mm-hmm,
good.
mm-hmm.
That is a 26 to hit.
Okay, it's another 20 damage. And that is enough to destroy that one as well.
Bam.
All right,
He's just...
Petra.
Petra's just seeing all this death around him. Just turns, gives a half turn. Good job, Archie.
Riz looks at their hands as if they're not even there.
They are not very challenging.
I love my boy so much.
Part of me wants to try to diplomacy because Protean Empire and all that kind of stuff.
Do you see more?
Yeah, there's one right over here.
You do? Okay. I'm gonna just ask. You know they're like necromantic, like skeletons, right?
Petravian's not as rigid as he used to be.
The old work buddies, huh?
I mean,
Hey, you do you?
do it.
Petravian, yeah, I'm gonna roll diplomacy to this last legionnaire.
Okay, go
As
ahead.
far as we know, last.
And what do you want to say?
In Protean, Petravian will call out to the legionnaire. This is Captain Petravian Kalenius of the Protean Empire. Legionnaire, stand down. And that will end his turn.
And the skelly man says,
I will not fall for your tricks,
I'm just gonna say,
Hey, man! I will not fall for your tricks.
How dare you say that to me, Captain?
That's pretty good. How about you? For your next character, Skrewy, how about you be Skeletor?
Yeah. I will consider it.
if that happens,
It's Alpha.
Ay, 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 ay.
Whenever the rest of the party is not around, it's just Karis and Alpha. You can just hear this voice.
have you seen the clip of Skeletor just saying "what" when he's being told about Adora? He's like,
Yes.
"What?
What? What?
So good. It's so good.
Anyway, that is Lovette's up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't really feel like I need to buff Archie beyond what he's at, but I'm just going to, for the sake of safety, I'm going to give him some magic fangs. So I will cast that. Give him the little energy slot, and his blades slide out of his arms again. And that'll end my turn.
Because he's been having so much trouble dealing.
I know, exactly right. I'm like, I don't really know if it's necessary, but what else am I gonna fucking do? No one's gotten really, like... No one else needs the buffs. Like, Petra maybe, but I don't even know if I can reach him?
No one's been
Oh,
able
I
to
guess
even
I
get
could.
to Petra because Archie's there.
Yeah.
He's such a good boy.
It's really... Alright, yeah, that'll my turn then.
Okay, so just as a point of reference, Petra, you were probably an Optio.
An Optio. Okay.
You would have been Optio, so you would have been Optio
Patronus.
Petravian. Yeah.
Okay.
Optio Petravian Kalenius.
Kalenius. Yeah.
Expecto Petravian.
Yeah. So an Optio, just so you know what it is, you were second in command of a cohort. So it would have been that's 80 men. So you would have been second in command of 80 people.
Mhm.
Wow.
All right. So what's Vera doing?
Oh, my turn?
Yeah.
Sorry, my thing keeps on taking this thing down. Alright, well, I can't see Jack. So, I'm going to So Vera's going to try to find out who this individual is that Petravian is talking to. So she's going to go up a few, and then as she sees through this fog, she sees this skeleton and just lifts up her bow, stretches it back, and is going to fire a shot at him.
Okay.
Alright, just a single attack then. Do I get anything from the thing that Kurla did?
Yeah, you get to choose one of those options.
Or can I get it so I can get an extra attack? Oh no, that's for a full attack.
Yeah.
Alright, I was going to do the +2 bonus on attack rolls.
Cool, go ahead. And then you can check deadly aim if you want as well. It's up to you.
Okay, we'll try it. That's an 18.
18. Alright, it was really close though.
I knew I shouldn't have done it! You
so
talked me into it!
Damn you, Dungeon Master! So your shot just skids ever so wide off this thing's helmet.
Yeah, so I'm just like, take this! Dang it!
Alright, that takes us to Archie.
He's just gonna hold his action. He's gonna ready an action so that if anyone comes within his reach, he'll just give him an attack.
Alright, Kurla.
Give him a punch.
Kurla's just going to stand where they are.
Alrighty.
I honestly don't think there's a useful action that Kurla can take at this point.
Okay.
That's
In
reasonable.
that case, that takes us back around to that final skeleton. And it is going to hiss in Protean and say that you are a traitor to the Legion and to Protoss. And it's going to move in to attack you, which is going to provoke from Archie. So go ahead. Okay, that is a 28,
That is a 28.
dealing 23 points of damage, and that should be enough to destroy it. Alright, the last of them are down, ending combat.
Nice.
Alright, yeah, so Hummel's going to loot people because...
Yeah, I'll help as well. I'm looking for fucking money.
Okay.
I mean, I tried.
Do you want a perception or anything, or just
Yeah.
No, just loot. So it's going to be 7. I'll just make a note in the party sheet.
Lovette's gonna run over to front of Archie and be like, "That was so good! That was incredible, Archie! You're so strong now!"
Thank you, Master. But they were very weak.
They will. It's true.
You could have left a few of them for us. Could have been fun.
I didn't. Well, Val never cared about that sort of thing. It's weird for me for someone to care about.
Well, I'm
it.
only out here for like so long. Like I've been in a bee for like ever.
That's fair.
I don't like the situation I've been put in. But okay, Archie, wonderful job. Harder enemies? Keep doing that.
Thank you, Vera.
Like finger gun, finger crossbows.
Do you want more challenging opponents, Archie, or do you not care?
It doesn't matter.
Alright. I'll just make sure you don't get hurt then.
Peachy, you almost had them convinced, I'm sure of it.
I mean, I thought that was a pretty good performance.
I mean, he called you a traitor.
Well,
Oh, did he?
I mean,
I thought
not 100% wrong, but let's not worry about that right now.
I thought he was just saying that. Oh, so it didn't work.
No,
At all.
maybe it kind of worked, but it worked, but they recognized me as not. It's complicated.
I would just assume that they are not going to listen to reason. These are not
Yes, what is
living
it?
creatures. Hmm? What?
You said my name.
What? Sorry.
I didn't really talk to them.
I think not. Listen. No, not listen.
Oh,
Listen.
I get it. That's a good one. I like that.
Listen. Hey, your name is listen. Listen up. Not like listen.
Raisin?
I heard
Why are
raisin.
you using
What?
a G?
What?
You
Not
you
using it.
sound like you're using G. Reason. That is.
Listen.
Is there one?
Oh.
So are there any more of them?
And I'm going to summon up a horn and just start blaring it.
Ears.
I mean, great tune and all, but I think we should try to be a little more stealthy.
Weren't you so worked up about getting there on time and getting Raduvi back?
Yes, do you want to be stopped every 5 seconds?
Exactly.
Good point.
You are exhausting.
Just shrugs.
Come on, Petravian, keep leading. You too, Hummel.
All right. So, give me another survival check to continue your journey, please.
Alrighty. Also, Hummel, jumps into the oil and tries to skid through it. Because it seems fun.
Make a reflex save, please.
Alright. Can I make a dance instead?
That's for acrobatics.
I know.
And next is sorry, it wouldn't be you know what? Yeah, because you are doing this on purpose, it would be acrobatics, so yeah, you may dance.
Alright.
The unknown dance.
Oh yeah.
Alright.
Nice.
29.
Yeah. So yeah, you succeed absolutely. So would you like to describe that?
So once again, it's just that, that socks on slide kind of like meme thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or dance. It's basically that, but just Vera going through grease. And then jumping off with a twirl at the end. Putting hands in the air like, I did it.
I wish there was a way to record this and show it to Vera later.
But I haven't invented it yet.
But I have not. I need to make this happen.
Master,
That is it, 24.
Vera is acting very strange.
Yes, that is because Vera has Hummel's mind right now, and we do not know why.
Currently, Hummel's face is in their arm, and their other arm is extended out in a angled position.
Really? Lovely. Thank you.
Wow. Beautiful.
I mean, when Soul did it, they just said the dad.
All right. Well, Vera continues leading the group with a survival check of a 24. And after a short time, you will continue in this direction, and you will eventually come across something. Before you stretches, as you approach, the fog seems to peel back. Something is siphoning the fog in a strange way. And before you stretches a ruined fort. Its walls are broken down in multiple places, and a strange wind, which is unheard of in the Deadlands, is blowing across this area, sweeping the fog and clouds into a funnel that rises above the center of this place. So there's a funnel of spinning cloud and fog above this fort, and you see it from a fair distance away instead of the normal 20 feet that you were stuck at.
And that's where I know that Raduvi is?
Yes. Yeah. It was this area.
We are here, so if we want to rest, now would be the time.
I don't know why, but I feel like I wish Callis was here.
Who?
Callis
Chris.
is a friend of ours.
Who is Chris?
Chris. Callis.
Has that been her name this whole time? Really?
Oh,
What did you think it
yes.
was?
I thought it was Chris.
We might need to talk. I think we might have an opportunity to talk about your drinking, Hamel, but maybe not right now. Anyway, Callis is a friend of ours and a necromancer, so she might know things about this. Might message her tonight.
Yeah, that could be useful. You know what? As much as I want to rush in there, I literally have no idea what's in there. So we probably should camp or use that rope trick.
Yes, can you give me a rope?
And I just throw it at you.
There's more eye twitching in your direction. And Riz will cast Bardo Vargon.
Alrighty.
And the rope just kind of stiffens and goes straight up and it just cuts off at a random point in time. Riz nods to everyone and just pulls themselves up.
Mm-hmm.
Just a nod for Archie to lift me into it so I don't have to climb the rope, but I'll just grab the top of it and
Yeah, Archie will do that for you.
I pull the top like it's like a little bell.
Kurla will follow up as well. I have a question for the DM.
What's up?
When we're inside the Vardo, is it as muted in sort of color and sensation as the Deadlands, or does it retain its own? Okay.
Sadly, that the effect of the rope trick spell does not supersede that of the Deadlands, so it is still muted and colorless and flavorless inside this pocket.
Thank you for clarifying.
Mm-hmm.
That's very interesting and disappointing. I was fully expecting to be back to normal. It's
Unfortunate.
Sad ear droop.
And Petra, as the last person to get up shimmy up that rope.
All right, so you all enter the space of the rope trick.
If we're definitely going to rest, then I'll burn however many channels are needed to bring everyone up to normal health.
Okay.
I think it's just you, Vera, and Petravian.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yes,
that's
go
good.
go ahead and burn those, and then as each one is burnt, add a charge to Healer Sting.
Well, I think it's full right now. If it's at 8.
Yeah, it's,
Oh, lovely.
it's full.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So that's 1, and that heals for 25.
Okay, looks like everyone's to full now.
Okay. So yeah,
Alright.
Kurla will just be sort of mumbling under their breath and moving their hands back and forth as they channel energy. A little bit of light emanating from their eyes, but they're deliberately not trying to draw attention to it.
Cool. All right, in that case, go ahead and remove all buffs from all of your characters and submit a rest.
Cool.
Riz seems very upset that they can't see the right color of their painting that's in the not Vardo rope trick spell.
Somewhere far away, a horse is staring at the side of a building.
Alright, so do we need to talk these out, plan this out? And I guess I can tell you about Malchus now. Oh boy, was it a tip on back there? Man, I don't even know how to start with this.
Well, I think that the place where we start is just going in the entrance, and
No, I mean talking about Malchus. About
Oh.
what the fuck is up with what's up with him?
Marcus was the one that you were with before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So those things that attacked the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
We traveled with one of those things for a while, and we didn't know it. He didn't know it. We thought he was a halfling. He was certain he was a halfling. And well, yeah, that's the important part. And then he died, and stuff happened.
Well, this
But the other
escalated
died.
quickly.
So what's the issue? You're trying to talk?
Liz said they wanted to know about Marcus, about what the story is with him, and I think that's fair. It's hard to talk about, but you don't know what's going on. But yeah, he was. I don't know. Stuff happened and he died, and it's hard. And
Were you close? In the relationship?
no, well, it's really
A cocked eyebrow.
when those things, when they eat a creature's soul, they absorb their memories, they absorb their identity if they so choose, and apparently, because of a big mistake I made a long time ago, that could happen on accident, which isn't normally supposed to happen, but it did. And somebody really close to me, Malchus had their memories, their identity, but weak someone, and it was very confusing. But he gave up his life to make amends, to make it right, and in the end, it was all in vain. It was all a big mistake. It was all my mistake.
You see Riz's expression has become more and more confused as you've explained this.
I mean, if he was what those things were in the hive, then maybe it was a net win?
We are lucky that Vera is not awake right now, I think.
Why is that?
Don't talk about Marcus like that.
Like, Hummelhat puts their hands up like, oh, okay.
Vera actually cares about someone
I,
who's not part of Hive?
at the very least, I think she feel sorry as well about what happened, about everything. It wasn't his fault what he was, and he did everything he could to fight against it, and it cost him everything.
Just a solemn nod.
I mean, didn't you guys force him to do it?
Yes, I did.
There is the interesting part of story. I see.
He didn't take a lot of convincing.
Oh, right. He's the one that Vera was yelling at. Like, on the... And, like, makes this, like, shape of a boat with their hands.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, now I remember.
Just stares at Hummel.
That's all I got.
I see. Thank you, Hummel, for your help. Well, I have prepared all spells for day. Are you ready to go?
Oh, are we already awake now?
I thought it was the next day. Well, off to bed. And Riz will go and sit down at their usual quote-unquote window spot, except it has that painting in it, and they seem upset that it's not colored.
Are you talking about the picture?
Yeah, there's a painting of a
Of the
horse.
horse?
It's just not the same horse.
Not the same.
Is anyone doing something before bed?
Petra's laying in bed just like...
Alright, so
great.
by the next morning, everything has worn off. So I don't know if you want to reapply that today, Xeno.
Sure.
Okay. In that case, I'll remove another one from your inventory. Alright. So you wake up and you're feeling good. As good as you can feel in the Deadlands, but still better than you would be otherwise. So the rest of you wake up. It's still dismal and colorless in this place. You prep your things and get ready, and I believe everyone should be roughly ready. You pop back out, and like I said, you can see this ruined fort in the distance. The fog in the area has been lifted into a funnel above this place. So it looks almost like a tornado is sort of standing stationary, slowly twisting above the fort.
Well, let's get to
What's the
it.
plan? Oread, what's the
I
plan?
have a question to Petravian. You said you have been in the Deadlands multiple times over the last 5 years. You have never seen this before. You've never seen anything like this in the Deadlands before, ever.
Ooh.
This is a bit new for you. You've never seen something interact with the fog in such a way to
be able to
make
just lift it out.
visibility. Yeah, right. Like this is odd, and you've even possibly been to this place before, in one of your previous outings, and it didn't look like this.
Someone new is in the Deadlands.
No, I don't think they get new people
No.
here.
But the Deadlands don't act like
Well,
this.
I guess other than us.
Are you sure about that? This place feels like a bunch of shithole magic everywhere.
Yes, I feel like it is a good place for someone of ill intent and magical skill to
No,
hide.
that's what I'm saying.
So I think that's what we do.
I don't know if it is new person is what Lovette is saying. Perhaps someone who is
Yeah.
choosing to show their cards. And a card flips out of Riz's hand. Ah? Thank you, Lovette. Petravian owes me several more coins for pay, by the way. You see Riz mark off on a piece of paper how much Petravian owes them.
Keep the tab rolling. So,
Rage is on Riz's face, staring at you. I will remember this.
I'm sure you will.
I just imagine like the Telltale Risen will remember this.
Yeah, totally.
It would take I'm guessing, a very powerful necromancer to be able to even make a dent in this fog.
What does necromancy have to do with it?
Control
Sorry,
of the Deadlands? Duh.
I apologize for missing this. All right. Okay. Sorry. One thing I want to interrupt with. Lovette,
Oh?
You sit in your, like, you wake up, like, first thing in the morning, when you wake up in the Vardo rope trick illusion.
Mm-hmm.
You hear a voice speak, like, right behind your head, like someone's behind you, whispering into your ear, and it's a voice you recognize. It sounds like Kurla, actually.
Oh, okay.
And it sort of whispers into your ear, "You smell different when you're awake."
Huh.
Alright, I'm gonna have to talk to
But when you
about
turn,
that.
like, to look where the voice comes from, you're alone in your room.
Huh.
Oh, boy.
Huh. Oh boy.
Hey, Lovette's finally got her own stalker. That's great. Alright. I thought at least it doesn't sound like Big Spider, at least, yet. So, that's good? Question mark? But questions for Kurla.
Oh boy.
But for now, Lovette's going to just kind of assume that that creepy voice is still watching her and not respond to it out loud out of self-consciousness. And just get dressed and such as normal. Not acknowledge it.
Never acknowledge the voice. It'll know.
Exactly. That's what they're trying to get you to do.
Yeah, it just wants attention, that's all.
I assume Kurla is oblivious to the fact that something is speaking with their voice.
Yes, that's correct. It only would have been audible to Lovette.
Whew, so into
Anyways.
the fort we go.
What is plan? Someone just said plan.
Go in there,
Yes, what is
rescue
the plan?
Kurla.
We've got the big
Go
fella.
in, rescue child.
Kurla right here.
Wow.
Raduvi.
Go.
So
Rescue Raduvi.
what can you tell me about the layout that we can see of that?
Sure. So what you
Building.
can see of this is it is a fort that is about 100 feet by 120 feet. So it's a rectangular fort. It has 3 large towers on the west side of it. It has no towers on the east side. There are buildings built into the east side of the wall. There are broken points in the wall in the southeast corner and the northeast corner. And it appears to be the central focal point of whatever this funnel is.
Alright, well, we've got, we could go the direct route or the sneaky route. I don't know how sneaky we are, but I also don't know if we can take down an entire fort as strong as we are.
Yeah, so feel free to realize like what this place looks like. So there are, there's a hole in the wall in the northeast, a hole in the wall in the southeast, and there are 3 towers located along the length of this thing on the west side.
Does this tower to Petravian's northwest, is that enterable, or is it just crumbled?
It is just crumbled,
Okay.
and it's just a pile of rubble.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no way to actually enter that.
All right.
But it looks like you could enter into the northeast and go directly into a building,
Mm-hmm.
or you could go in the southeast and go into the courtyard.
Hmm.
Those do appear to be the ways in. Also, as you approach, I'd like you guys to make another perception check to see if you notice anyone else in the area. So I'll
Alright.
take a perception check from the whole party, please.
28 for
28 for me.
24 for Petravian.
That is a 28 for Hummel.
Wonderful. All right, successes all around.
We should say the other rolls first before we finish.
Oh, sure.
That is a 23 from Lovette and a 30 from Archie.
And that is a 20 from Kurla.
All right, successes all around. And you guys notice on the walls are skeletal legionnaires spaced out every 10 to 15 feet, standing in a defensive stance behind battlements on the wall.
Hmm.
They're sort of staring out in all directions.
Did they give any indication of seeing us?
Well, you guys haven't really approached yet.
Okay,
So,
made sure.
Let me take a look at my spells. Oh, jeez.
Peter.
Oh, Peter. Look at all these spells, Peter. Agree.
I think we should go into the house. I think that might be the
I could.
Wisest way to roll.
Why don't we roleplay this?
Sure. So if we go inside to the courtyard, it likely would be just not really a kill box, but it's unnecessary to walk into a trap. I think we should head over into that the hole in the side of that building over there.
I think we might be underestimating whoever we're up against if we think they're not going to cover every obvious route. I think that maybe we should be a little more clever about it. If I could see into the fort more clearly, I could try and teleport us in.
Or we could teleport on top of the battlements. That way we could at least guide where people are actually coming in at us.
Yeah, that is well. It is still somewhat risky. An open space would be safer, but it's not terribly risky. It should just at worst put us a little bit somewhere else, I think. Well, alright, I'm open to other suggestions though.
Well, let's see. If we go inside the house, there is a chance that they'll all just come in and just ambush us. Right?
It would be tight spaces, harder to cast.
And this doesn't really work as well. Okay, it works pretty darn well in tight spaces too. But it might be better if we start attacking them now and then go up there? Maybe?
Do we even know if we are attacking something?
I point at the skeletons on top of the battlements.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to look over the whole thing through my scope, which I don't really think will confirm me probably any more information, just to find my decent roll.
What is the distance between each skeleton's battlement?
Well, they're about 10 to 15 feet apart along the wall.
Just asking for a friend?
No, I'm just saying I could actually just chain lightning all of them.
I know.
The question is, do we want to go in quiet or do we want to go in loud? Because there might be, magic users or something that could come out and kick the shit out of us that we don't want to agitate. But then might not, and we could just walk in and... Archie did take care of those guys, no problem.
That is true. We could just can we just send Archie in one way and then we'll go in another way?
He just hits everybody? That's up to Vera. That's up to Lovette and Archie.
Yeah, I don't want to send him alone. I'll go with him if you do that. I could bring him back to us if he got in a pinch.
That being said, I don't want to leave the casters defenseless, though.
I'm not defenseless.
I was looking at Risen and Kurla.
Just peace sign in response.
Kurla looks like they're steeling themselves to say something, but they're not quite there yet.
Speaking of homes, I'm gonna... Oh, because Lovette can't see garbage out here. I need to put that light back on. And,
Sorry. Here, let me set this. It is light out. There's...
Okay.
The sun still can't be seen above the cloud line, which is higher above you, but it does confer global illumination, so there you go.
Where does Kurla get their AC from? On Riz, I forget. Will mage armor benefit them?
Mine is not natural, so it would not benefit me. But I have shield, don't worry about that.
I don't know.
I can see directly into the fortress from where I'm at, but I don't know if we're actually this close yet.
Kurla's AC breakdown is 9 from armor, 1 from deflection, 1 from natural armor, 1 from dexterity.
Then I will still cast it on myself and Archie.
Okay. Burn your spells, burn and toggle your buffs, please.
Oh man, the HUD, the token action HUD is very
it's
nice.
super convenient for me. I'm able to do so much faster stuff.
Oh yeah, running bigger combats with it is so much nicer.
Because I can just select all the targets and just click a save on all of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you see this fort. You see the defenders in the fort. What would the party like to do?
So are you going in loud or going in quiet?
Well, what?
No, you go first.
Well, if Archie looks tall enough, he could track them to the wall, and we can flank around into the house where it's open.
Archie could also put me on the wall, and I could start shooting people inside.
That could work.
Maybe if we're on this, but I don't want you guys to get ambushed in there.
Well, I'll be in there with them.
That's true.
You could have Archie,
Yeah,
and I'll have everybody else. If that's okay with Lovette.
If that's okay with Archie.
What do you say, big guy?
I am unsure. Tell
You
me
might-
what needs done.
Would you mind splitting up for a little bit? I'll be right back with you.
That is fine. I can do that.
Alright. If anything happens, you let me know, and I'll bring you back as fast as I can. Alright then, let's do this.
Okay.
Before we go in there, and Kurla is working themselves up to this. They have been for some time. The kid's in there because of me, and we're gonna get them. No, let me finish. We're gonna get them back. But I have to tell you, if it comes down to a choice between saving one of you and saving the kid, I'm saving the kid. I'll do my best to keep all of you alive because that's what I do. But if it's one of you or the kid, I'm saving the kid. And you know what? I'd expect it to work the other way. If it's me or the kid, you save the kid. Are we clear on that?
How about we just not come down to that kind of binary?
If it should come down to that,
If we're going to come down to that, do we need a breakdown of who needs saving and what order? How about we just save everyone? But we'll make sure she gets out of here alive, no matter what. I'll agree to that. She'll get out of here okay. She'll be fine. I promise.
I'm gonna hold out my arm and extend my pinky
to whom are you extending that?
to Kurla.
Kurla's gonna look at it as if to
This
say,
is my bond. This is worth more to me than a rating contract.
shit, I really don't know what Kurla would do that.
I break the promise, you get to break my pinky. I'll do it.
That's danger. I think Kurla actually might.
No, I don't think Kurla's gonna take it. Kurla's just gonna shake their head. I've said my piece. Are we doing this or what?
Just cock an eyebrow and be like, alright.
Riz will walk over and take your pinky so that you're not left hanging.
Thank you.
Or Hummel, it has their arms up in the uppy stance.
Alright, Archie walks over to you and lifts you up onto his shoulder.
Raise
Is
me
that-
up.
Is that comfy?
Oh, it's great, Archie. Could you get a little bit closer to the wall for a second?
Sure. Are we ready?
Well, I'm gonna try to be a bit quiet, but let's wait a few seconds just so they can get in position. I pat Archie on his shoulder.
Okay. So in that case, I will go ahead and say put yourselves on the edges of the map where you want to approach.
Petravian should be first.
And I say to Riz before they leave,
Alright, we're gonna start attacking first over here, and then you guys can start going in. I'm sure you'll hear something.
Of course.
Okay. So how much of a lead is Archie and Vera getting?
what do you mean?
You said that you're going in first, so I didn't know if that meant you were going in and then like so many rounds later they were coming.
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 round?
3 rounds?
Ooh,
Okay.
I think it's a
No,
lot.
no.
I'd say 2 rounds.
2 rounds?
2 rounds.
Okay, 2 rounds.
2 rounds at
2 rounds.
most.
Okay,
Maybe
so-
1 round.
Well, we'll see
rounds.
after one round.
It's once
Well-
they hear what's going on, they can make their judgment call. Once they hear, like, things
Okay.
shuffling around.
Cool. Alright, so Archie is going to move up to the wall here, holding Vera. And as you approach, you can see on that wall are a bunch of skeletal legionnaires.
What are they holding?
They are holding. They're armed with tower shields and short swords, but the ones on this wall also have bundles of something on their back.
Vera's going to stealth onto the wall and start shooting. That was her plan, at least.
Okay. Well, in that case, Archie will move up to the east wall then and place you onto that wall.
I'm going to roll a stealth roll as well, just while I'm here. Let's see what we get. That's going to be a 34 for stealth.
Okay, so I've got the walls on the one you're standing on at least fixed up to a point. There's buildings to your west that are blocking your view that you can't quite see over, but you should be able to see the length of the wall that you're on at least, and see east to the rest of the group. Mine says Le Petit part, yeah. So what do you think of Vera?
Alright, so I rolled a 34 for stealth,
Mhm.
and I'm going to move around until I can see someone. I'm keeping an eye out into the courtyard and on the battlements.
Okay. So it'll be at this point that you will be able to see. I'll move them to a spot that you're actually able to see here. You'll be able to see the 5 from where you're standing there. You're able to see 5 skeletal legionnaires on the wall. One of them is only 15 feet from you, to the west, just on the other side of this destroyed wall. So that is the end of your turn. That'll take us to Archie. Archie looks to you for orders.
So Vera is going to do the move over, to start the attack, so that
Okay.
he can draw it out. So as soon as they see, then Vera will start shooting when she's able to.
Okay, so Archie will move up, double move around to the south side of the wall to attack some of these legionnaires. And that will take us to... Alright, skeletal legionnaires. Actually, it looks like a couple of them are going to go before Vera. Okay. So, some of these guys are going to reach into these packs on their back, these satchel, sort of quiver-looking pouches. And they're going to pull out these 3-foot-long metal rods that are tipped with some sort of tapered point. And they're going to start chucking them at Archie. Just going to do some quick rolls here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. All right. So these devices, if you're familiar with throwing weapons, are pylums. So they're going to hit Archie, but they're going to just ping harmlessly off of his metal skin.
Mm-hmm. I checked his AC real quick, and I was like,
Totally ineffective against Archie.
Yeah.
So that is their turn. That's going to take us on to Vera.
All right. In that case, Vera kind of dusts off the area in front of them, takes out their bow, stretches it back, just kind of calms their breathing, and fires a full volley just into this skeleton's upper torso.
Okay. Go ahead and make a full attack, and let's see how you do. And you can set if you want a deadly aim, blah, blah, blah. However you want to do it.
Let's go with... I'm just going to do deadly aim for now. Full attack.
Okay.
You got a +3 bow, so countermands that already. Oh, damn.
What just happened?
A lot.
Okay, that's 33 hits. The other two,
Mhm.
I believe, are misses.
Okay, 33, 14, and 6. Yeah, so the 33 is going to hit and deal 19 points of damage. These guys do have a little bit of
DR
for piercing damage. Alright, so you strike him for 14 damage with one of your arrows, and he's still standing.
Alright. Just gonna be getting another volley ready.
Okay. So he is going to turn on his turn, and he's going to throw a pylum at you, Vera. It whizzes past you and sticks in the ground further to the east. Alright, that takes us to Archie. Archie's going to 5-foot step to the west, and that should put him in range of attacking 2 different enemies. He's going to full attack. Weird. Okay. Whatever. I don't know how to fix that just yet, but that's just a quibble. Okay, so Archie is going to full attack, and each punch is going to strike. The first one is going to be hit for 15 damage, and that's going to finish him off. So he is destroyed. And then the other one is going to be struck for 21 damage, and that is enough to destroy him as well. He is also destroyed. Alright, that is Archie's turn. That's going to take us to round 3. So the combat has just started. The sounds of combat have just started.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the question now to the rest of the group, now that you can hear punching and whatever else, do you guys want to start now or give them another round?
I think I should go now. In fact, I was going to ask if we could go a little earlier so Petra could go first.
Oh, so everybody else delays till after Petra?
No, just that, I didn't want to interrupt, but Petra being at the end of round 2, I was wondering if the sounds of battle starting, if he could act.
No, you guys technically haven't joined initiative yet.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I also think it's a good time.
However, do we want to delay after Petra, which would mean we all go last, or do we want to take advantage of everyone going first and get our asses in there?
That's a good point.
But have our tank come in last.
That's a good point. I think that's actually a better option, because then we could see what might be in there, and I could come in and charge at anything that might be in there. So yeah, head on in.
I think it's fine because, frankly, I'm pretty sure Lovette's AC is better than Petra's right now. So I think that's probably okay.
I think so. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that takes us to Kurla then.
So Kurla will take a, what is that, 5, 10, 15 foot to the south to go up behind Petra, and will put both hands on Kurla. Petra's quite tall, so Kurla will reach up and reach, I guess, to your shoulders, sort of from behind, and their hands will glow with this white energy this time, and it will just start pulsing brighter and brighter and brighter until it all just shoots from their hands into you as they cast Bull Strength.
Awesome.
Definitely imagine Dragon Ball Z power-up noise.
Yup.
Alrighty.
Little icon in Petra's HUD says Kaioken times 10.
Yeah.
And then Kurla's just going to pat after that and be like, right, go get them then. Big guy.
Lovette.
Alright, I am going to use my move to head in as close as I can. Just bring me up to the entranceway, give me any more advantage of the indoors of this structure.
Does, yeah. Give me just one moment.
Alright.
This is going to get a little interesting.
Alright. Interesting. It's not always good. In fact, in situations like this, it's usually bad.
It's never a good word to hear, in fact.
I don't know about that.
In D&D?
Yeah, maybe you're right. I don't know. On one hand, I disagree, but on the other hand, that's coming from the person who, it's like, oh yeah, your love interest does get her soul ripped out of her body and die a permanent death. Interesting. That's a good point. Yeah, that was what would happen. Like, yeah, interesting indeed. I'm very interested. Ooh, I see.
Oh my. Okay.
Splendidly so.
Okay. So in that case... let's see.
Neat. Oh, shite. There are guys right here.
Okay. So you move up to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to basically start a new combat in a new area.
Mm-hmm.
So, initiative is won by the Legionnaire immediately in front of you.
Alright.
It's going to move up to you while pulling a short sword.
Okay.
And it is going to make a stab attempt at you. Alright. That is not enough to hit you. It's going to bounce off of your mage armor.
Mm-hmm.
Kurla, you have initiative.
Right. Ooh, shit. Sorry, I had my mic off. Right. Kurla is going to, I believe, buff everyone with... We're going to go with a Blessing of Fervor. And then y'all can choose which of the advantages it lends you.
Nice.
So Kurla will concentrate. Light will emanate from their hands as it did earlier in the session. And they will cast Blessing of Fervor. So y'all can increase your speed, or stand up as a swift action without provoking attack of opportunity, or do an extra attack on a full attack, or gain a +2 burn. It's all right there.
Wonderful.
Have fun with
Alrighty.
it. And that will be Kurla's turn.
Okay. Alright, next Legionnaire is up. It's going to move up to Lovette as well. And it's going to strike. And it's going to hit Lovette for 8 points of damage.
Oofed.
So this one gives you a little bit of a stab.
Howie.
Alright, Lovette, you have initiative.
Alright. So I'm going to take a 5-foot step to my west, back away from these guys that have been stabbing me, and begin the process of casting Summon Monster 4.
Okay, what are you summoning?
I'm gonna go with the classic giant scorpion.
Okay, let me see if I have that in here or not.
The
I
augmented
do
giant
have
scorpion.
Giant Scorpion. Okay.
Wonderful. Yeah, because I summoned that earlier in this campaign. Flip the little switch, it drains the juice, and these like little helicopters carrying a crate are coming overhead, and they get here by the end of the round, I guess.
Okay, and is this the version that casts as a standard action, or the version that casts...
This is the full round.
Okay.
It's the full round.
Alright, in that case, that is your turn. Riz, what are you doing?
I guess I'll just use my weapon for now, the runic guide, on these guys, because they haven't been too much of an issue, and I don't want to waste all my nice spells just in case, you know?
Alrighty.
So, I'm gonna blast them, and I'll do a full attack on the one to the north.
You got it.
I started blasting.
So I started blasting.
Are you going to use the extra attack as well?
Yeah. So, you see Riz take out their staff, they kind of twirl it, stomp it down, and then they push the energy forward towards the skelly man on the top.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a 22 to hit and a 13 to hit.
And you have another one if that's the bonus you're choosing for Blessing
Sure.
of Fervor.
27 to hit.
Okay, so the 22 will hit and the 27 will hit, dealing 15 and 17 damage respectively. So even with the damage reduction from that is enough to destroy the target.
Cool.
Just like pieces just blowing out.
Now, I've never blasted this before, so, Beardy, I have a question. What does the runic guide look like when I blast energy out of it?
Sure. So it gathers... What color would you like it to be? I'm thinking purple.
Oh, yeah, purple.
Okay. So it gathers together this purple energy that sort of spirals around and gathers at the top of this thing, and then it fires it out like a small bolt, as if it were a crossbow. So it fires a bolt of energy out of itself at your target. So it shoots this thin little shard of purple energy, and 2 of the 3 of them strike the target, and when they hit, they're blowing the bones into little tiny fragments. Like it splinters the bone, and what's left of the Legionnaire collapses into a heap.
To Kurla and Petra, they must be the most badass grandma ever.
Right?
Absolutely.
Alright, that's Riz's turn. That takes us to Petra.
Yay! Alright. Petra's gonna take 10 steps to the west and attack with Life's Charge.
Alrighty. And you give yourself a +2 to the attack because of Blessing of Fervor.
Nice. Single attack. 33.
As a 33, that is going to hit. You deal 12 points of damage. An additional... Wow, you rolled minimum on the holy effect on that. That sucks. So you only hit for 14. Target is still up.
Yup.
I took one down and you didn't. I win.
Should have grabbed some more Muse.
Alright. Okay, that's going to take us to a lot of skeletal legionnaires in the courtyard.
You can do it, Archie. I believe in you, buddy. Wow, that is a good number of them. Have fun, buddy.
I make that 16, 17?
I mean, on one hand, I'm like kind of worried, but on the other hand, he did take out like 6 of them in one round.
And also he has combat reflexes.
He's got combat reflexes, and he's got 2 attacks, and he's got the cleaving finish, so he can get a lot of guys around.
17 of them, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, walking into a fucking blender.
Fair enough.
Hopefully.
Hey, I've got faith in Archie. I just think it's...
His AC right now is 31, so he's kind of a tank.
It'd be like being like making a smoothie, and you're like, oh man, that's a lot of grapes.
I hope this blender can handle all these grapes, yeah. Alright, so they're going to move up. Those that are able to are going to throw pylons at Archie. One is going to throw a pylon at Vera. The rest of them are going to move down and do their things as best they can, but boy, they are outclassed. So they're moving up, and I'm just rolling in case they get a 20 because they can't hit you on anything else. All right, so they're going to start moving in and moving across the courtyard as quickly as they can to get to you. That's going to take us to Vera.
All right. So I see this one that just threw another spear at me. I turn my bow over to it, and I'm going to fire another cluster of arrows at this guy.
Wonderful.
We're going to deadly aim again.
Cool.
And full attack. Oof. Oh my god.
Okay, that is a 19, 13, 19. All 3 attacks miss.
Oh well. Alrighty.
All right, Archie's up, and Archie is going to move to the west about 20 feet and swing at... Not that attack. There we go. So make a single attack at a Legionnaire in his reach. He's going to roll a 29 and hit and deal 23 damage, vaporizing another one of these Legionnaires. All right, that takes us to the last one. Initiative. He moves south a little ways. All right, that takes us to round 4, and we go back inside. Okay. Kurla, you have initiative.
Kurla's just gonna cheer on Petra and Lovette. Right, you've got this. Go for it. Let's finish this up. We've got places to be. And that's the end of Kurla's turn.
All right, that takes us to the Legionnaire. It's going to try to stab Petra. Oh, man.
I wonder if it'll do it.
Let's see. Petra's AC is 23. No. It stabs at Petra and misses. That takes us to Lovette.
Woo!
Okay, so that means my scorpion is generated
Yes. Where would you like it to drop?
directly behind this guy.
Alrighty. How to do initiative?
Is there
here.
a place it could be placed where it is flanking with Petra, or is that not really possible with
Not
its size?
possible based on the location.
I'll take
Okay.
a 5-foot step down.
Yeah, so it just drops this mouse. Fine.
Okay, so it's going to make a full attack.
Oh, well, I got my attack. I go first, didn't I?
All right.
Because that was the end of my last the resolution of my last turn. I went to
Well,
Like,
it got
well,
a
I'm
17 on its initiative, so.
Oh, does it get its own initiative? I thought it was right after me.
It typically works with at your initiative, so I guess it's up to you. Do you want it to go first, or do you want to go first?
I don't care. I just figured I'd go
I'll
first.
set it to what it should be. So, do you want it to go before you or after you?
I'll have it go after me then.
All right.
Because I'm gonna see if I can kill this guy.
Get one kill.
Yeah, we'll see. So like Lovette's flipping the switch with her hands with her gauntlet, and then the mechanical arms like pull the crossbow out and unfold it like a fucking gunslinger. I'm gonna try and shoot that guy up. And didn't do anything when I clicked the macro. Oh, it's just doing that.
Well, because that macro is set to the item, not the attack.
I see. I must have pulled the wrong one out. Whoops. Thanks. All right.
So you should just be able to right click yourself and then click. The
I
attack.
gotcha. That is a 17 and a 17.
Both of those
And,
attacks are gonna miss.
Yeah, and then I'm going to use the Kurla's thing to fire in a third attack. And that's a 28.
28 is gonna hit. That deals 6 points of damage, 5 of which are soaked from this thing's DR. So you deal 1 damage, and it's still up.
Okay.
You tried.
All right. Take him
Close.
out, Scorpion. You got it.
It was close. All right, giant scorpion's up. It's going to full attack. So claw, and tail. So here we go. That's going to be a 27 to hit, 23 to hit, and 21 to
Nice.
hit. All right. So it hits for 8 slashing, 8 slashing, and 8 piercing.
Wonderful.
All right, that's enough to destroy the target. Skeletal Legionnaire is destroyed and down. I'll move him off the board. And just so we're keeping track of, keeping synced with time, we'll stay in initiative. So, Riz?
Alright, Riz will start going forward casually through the building.
Okay.
And they'll kind of just wait for Petravian to take lead, because fuck that.
Okay, so what you see is a room in total ruin. There's a massive hole dominating the east wall, and the rest of the room is filled with blasted rubble. A door stands to the west and to the south. Petra, you're up.
Petra will head to the door to the south.
Okay, do you want to open that?
I would like to open this door, please.
Okay, you open that door, inside the room, you see 2 additional skeletons. And the room, from what you can tell, it has a destroyed, ruined bed in the southeast corner.
Okay.
And you can see a rug. There's something else to the west, but you can't see it yet. Anyway, that is going to take us to the Skeletal Legionnaire here. It's going to move forward 10 feet into the doorway and try to slash at you. And that is going to miss. Takes us to round 3, which puts us back outside. Okay, skeletons are up.
Look at them all out there.
Yep. Just gonna make some Pilum rolls here because, boy, they are gonna have problems hitting anybody. Okay. That one moves into Vision of Vera. Tosses Pilum. It misses.
So, I do have a question. How does... If you wanted to stealth with a archer, how does that even work? If they just know where you are as soon as you attack?
Well, these things have...
Life
how
vision
would
or
you
something?
put it? Yeah,
Okay.
they have sort of a life sense.
I was gonna say, because
Yeah.
with all their... They can't even see me. But they can.
Yeah, no. If this was something more normal or natural, that would be the case. But they do seem to have an unnatural awareness of life around them, so it makes it very difficult to sneak up on them. Which is kind of how they found you guys earlier. How a whole troop of them marched up on you.
They're just like, life, it's back in here. Let's kill it.
It basically, yeah.
And
That's,
then there's Archie getting in the way. It's like, this building is killing us. What the fuck?
I mean, they do have vision when it's close up like this, so they can
Sure.
see Archie, but they don't have like an innate sense of where Archie is like they do with everyone else.
Right. And well, even if they can register he's there and stuff, just the fact that a non-living thing is there and attacking them and not undead,
It's
probably very unusual to
They're
them.
not thinking about it very hard.
I'm sure.
Okay, so for the skeletons' turns, they are going to move down as a group, and those that are able to are going to toss pylums, but every single one of them missed pretty pathetically. Vera, you're up.
Alright, we're gonna go with another clustered shot. Once again, just looking at this one that's down in the courtyard. Gonna release a few right at it. This one's gonna be normal, so no
Alrighty.
deadly aim. Full attack. Hey, there we go.
Lovely.
So it's gonna be a 32, a 30, and a 16.
Okay. And that was the one closest to you?
Yep, that's correct.
Okay. Alright, that's 12 damage total after reductions. Still up.
Even with the clustered?
Oh, my apologies. In that case, that is exactly enough to kill it.
Hell
Yay!
yeah!
Nice.
Nice.
Boom! It's like junk, junk, junk.
You
That's
juked them.
right in the chest plate, like just breaking up the sternum in 3 parts.
Nice.
Okay, some more skeletons are going to be moving in. They're going to be throwing more pylums at Archie. And, oh boy, unless I roll a 20, they're not going to hit anything. Alright, so that takes us to Archie. Archie is in range to full attack and hit a couple of different guys.
Nice.
So he's going to try to kill 2 different targets. That is going to be a hit and a hit. Each one's going to deal, let's see, first attack deals 20 damage, second attack deals 22 damage. So he is going to drop 2 of these guys on the wall.
If he's in range, he can cleave and finish another one.
He might be. He is not.
Okay.
No, the other target's just out of his reach.
Alright.
So they are now out of the picture. And that ends that initiative, takes us to round 5 and back inside.
Kinky.
Okay, so Skeletal Legionnaire is going to 5-foot step over and toss a pylum over the shoulder of his ally at Petravian. That is going to hit Petravian.
Ow.
It's a critical threat that doesn't confirm.
Shit.
And Petravian is struck for 8 points of piercing damage.
Oh my god, how are you?
Okay.
I rolled a nat 20.
Hey,
so
good for
it
him.
happens.
Good for
Yeah,
them.
that's how.
Yeah. Hit a whole, hit for a whole 8
job!
damage.
Yay!
Nicely done.
Yeah.
8 whole damage. Wow.
I just imagine Petra, like, they throw this thing that scrapes his cheek, and he's like, well, good for you, nice.
Just
You
makes
good
it
attempt.
did
explode.
your best. He rolled He rolled an 8 on a d8 because he doesn't have a damage modifier.
Oh, that's funny.
All right. Kurla is going to, I think, step 15 feet to their west, just so they can actually kind of get a better sense of... Oh no, they still can't see very much there. Well, they're now behind Riz and Lovette, so they're at least closer to the party in case they need to do something. Kurla is just going to sort of hang out there then. And carry on, and that'll be Kurla's turn.
Lovette.
Go open that the door.
You know?
See what happens.
I'm sure that's a great idea.
I mean,
It's an awful idea.
it's not.
I mean,
Because, like, I could give this spider, or the scorpion, bull strength, but that's kind of a... It's not going to last very long.
No.
Probably not worth
No.
it. I'm just going to walk past Kurla, behind Riz. I see now. There's these guys in the doorway. I'm going to try and shoot past Petravian. I don't have a... I forget what the feat is called.
Precise shot.
I'm not precise shot, so that's gonna be great. So go
minus
ahead.
4 to the attack. But you do get the +2 from
Blessing of Fervor.
Blessing of Fervor, so it's only a net -2.
All right. Well, I'll put, that will be. Is that included in the buff, or do I do that myself?
You do that yourself. So
Okay.
on your attack, just give yourself a net -2.
All right, yeah. Then I'll walk past some mechanical arms. I'll try and fire my crossbow again. That was a 16.
16's gonna miss, sadly.
Yeah. That's what I get for hip shooting.
Okay,
But it
giant
looks
scorpion's
cool.
up, and let's see, what is his
Yeah,
reach?
Blake can reach from there. 'Cause
Yeah,
it's
he's
a
got reach.
large creature.
He's a large, tall. He's got reach.
Get him.
Okay, so he's gonna do a claw bite. All right, that's gonna be a miss, and a hit with 1 claw. He gets an additional attack, so he's going to make another sting attempt. And that will hit. So he's got 1 claw hit, 1 sting hit. So that is going to be not very good. 6 damage altogether. After
Splendid.
DR. Alright.
Can he move over?
And then
Just
he
a
makes
little
a
bit.
5 foot. He makes a 5-foot step.
Cool.
Riz shoos him over.
Move, please. Let me handle this.
Move over.
So
right.
Riz will go over between Lovette and the scorpion, just kind of look in the room, muse about it, and because I don't have precise shot, I would get a -4 to the one Petravian's attacking right now, but I can aim for the one behind it and not get a -4?
That's correct. Technically, yes.
I
Even though you're through,
The best kind of.
yeah. Even though it should be almost as difficult of a shot, it incurs no special penalty because of the way combat rules work.
Mechanics!
So yeah, so you can shoot the one behind the first one there. You can shoot the second one with no penalty.
That!
Yeah. So go ahead and give yourself either a +2 or an extra shot.
So I'm gonna do an extra shot.
Okay. So far we've got a 30 to hit, an 18 to miss, and a 23 to hit. Awesome. Okay. So that is going to be 18 damage on the first shot, and 19 damage on the other hit. That is going to be enough, I believe, to kill the target.
Nice.
Yep, that definitely drops him. So
They flip it
that's-
back down and stamp it on the ground and just kind of look at Petravian disappointed.
Yeah, so the one on the back, like, it gets hit with these bolts of purple energy, and it just blasts the bones apart, and it just drops to the ground destroyed.
Someone remind me to thank Mellifera for a gift. Very nice. I
Petra.
like it.
I think we'll keep this one.
I will keep this one.
Nice.
I will thank God.
Petra will take that +2 to bonus and do a full attack. That is a 30, and a 22.
Okay, a 30, 30, and a 22. All 3 attacks hit. So this is bludgeoning damage. There's no DR at all. So it's going to be 16 plus 9 from Holy Effect, 13 plus 12 for Holy Effect, and 15 plus 5 for Holy Effect. So altogether, you have reduced this target to -33 hit points.
Lovely.
And he is obliterated. Alright, so that's going to drop
See
those
that?
guys. I'll pull them out of initiative order.
And Petra will walk into the room to the south. And there's
Okay.
nothing in there. But I still...
Not well.
Okay.
So Petra, you full attacked, so you really only have a 5-foot step
Oh,
left.
okay. So, then if I only have a 5-footed step attack, I won't use it because it'd be silly too. Okay, so that will end his turn.
So that's the end of
Yep.
your turn. Okay, that takes us to round 4 for the inside, back to round 5 on the outside. So, alright, Skeletal Legionnaire Cloud is up. Oh boy, here we go. I'm just going to abbreviate this crap because it's pretty silly. Alright, so that's going to be 5 attacks from Pylums. Holy shit, I think I got a critical threat in there.
Hey.
Mm-mm.
Alright, so that was a 23 to hit, with which was a critical threat, and will auto hit regardless. A 10 to hit, or 10 to miss, 7 to miss, 7 to miss, and 8 to miss, all against Vera. So terrible, terrible rolls for the Legionnaires. However, the one that does hit is going to strike for 7 damage. Vera takes 7 points of damage from a pylon shot, and then 2 of these guys are going to fire at Archie, and that is a miss and a miss. Okay. Vera, you have initiative.
So once again, Vera's going to pull back, and it's going to fire at the first one in this row of skeletons.
Okay.
I'm just going to once again focus up and do a clustered shot.
Sounds good. Nice. Those good rolls there. Alright, that's a 34 to hit, 32 to hit, and 11 to miss. So that is a 13 and 16 with DR5 between them. So the target is reduced to -7 and killed.
Hell yeah.
Very nice.
Boom, boom!
Motherfucker.
And how many of these guys were shooting at me or trying to hit me?
Those 5 did.
Alright, Vera's going to
Yeah.
take a 5-foot step back. Can I do that? Oh, no.
Yeah,
And
to the northeast.
would they be able to see me from there?
No, you'd be behind the building.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Alrighty. So that is theirs. Archie is going to make a 5-foot step to the west. Attack twice to try to hit the last 2 skeletons on the wall there. And that is going to be a 36 to hit and an 18 to miss. So he does hit one for 21 damage and kills it. The other one, however, is still up. Alright. That takes us to round 6 outside, which will jump back indoors for round 4. Kurla, you have initiative.
I am going to delay my turn until after Petravian.
Sure, I'll set your initiative to 9.
Thank you.
Ugh,
No problem.
terrible number. Ugh. Gross.
It's the worst. Alright, Lovette, you have initiative then.
Alright, is this like a valid space next to the scorpion by
You'd
the
be
door?
squeezing with him, but yeah.
I'd like to do that.
Okay. So in that case, Lovette, you open the door and stand in it. And what you see is a small lounge room. There is a table with 3 chairs around it. There's a rug in this room. And everything is covered in a fine layer of dust. There is, however, directly to your southwest,
Yeah.
is a Skelly Man's. So he is going
Yeah.
to roll into initiative, and he is going to succeed. So
I just
he is-
imagine.
Go ahead.
I just imagine walking in, knowing that there's a guy and there's like 3 skeletons playing cards, and they all look up.
One of their jaws drops down.
He's so surprised that his jaw just falls off. Alright, so this one's going to turn and just immediately try to stab you.
Splendid.
That is a 20, which is exactly what it needs to hit you.
It is?
Yeah, alright. Well, you take 6 points of piercing damage.
Oh no.
I know, right? And that takes us back to the giant scorpion then.
This combat's
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Like, I'm actually having fun right now.
Oh my god.
What the fuck?
See, so the trick is all I ever had to do was throw you guys up against stuff that couldn't possibly beat you. Right? That was the trick of it all along.
I mean, we had been straight up telling you that.
It's like, you just have to give us, like, so many, but that they can't possibly kill us, and then we're like, oh, I feel really good about myself.
I feel really
Wow.
strong.
I feel
all
good
of these guys,
today.
They're just so weak compared
They're
to
so
us.
weak.
It is very memorable.
I mean,
All right, so the giant scorpion is up. What do you want it to do?
If it can attack past me and hit this guy, I'd like it to. I don't know.
It's not in range of that, I believe.
Okay.
The wall is blocking its attack.
And there's no way it could try to fit through that space?
Oh, it can squeeze through, yeah.
Oh, well, then I'll have it go into that room
No,
and start...
Archie couldn't,
Right.
but a large creature could.
Okay, Archie could have before, yeah, but now he can't, yeah.
Yeah, huge creatures cannot squeeze that small.
Yeah, that's fine. I can just pull him in other rooms with crazy powers.
You say that like Archie wouldn't just rip off literally this entire building and just throw it.
Yeah.
It would collapse
Yeah.
on him, and I think it would crush him. But it's a lot of stone.
We'll cross that bridge when we get
Yeah.
there.
Okay, so he's going to move into the other room. That's going to provoke from the Skeletal Legionnaire. And it's probably going to miss, but we'll see. Yeah, that's 16, and this thing's AC is... 16. It actually does hit. Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Once
Right.
again.
8 points of damage. So the Scorpion's a little bit miffed about that. And it's going to go ahead and try to sting. That's turn. And that is going to miss. Alright, Riz.
Alright, Riz is just gonna saunter over behind Lovette. I don't think I can see it from this angle at all.
No, it's on the other side of the door and to the south.
Yeah, fuck that. Never mind. I'm just gonna delay till after Petravian. Fuck it.
Delay until after Petravian. Okay, 1 moment. 9 points.
Go have fun. I believe in you.
yeah.
Petravian, you're up.
Okay, Petravian is going to go full sprint into that room. So
Okay.
let's mark this out. I'm going to get to where Lovette is so that I can see where he's going to... Oop, didn't mean to... There we go. So where he needs to turn.
Okay.
Oh, keep closing that damn door.
You moved up 15 feet.
And that's going to provoke, but that's okay.
What is that's gonna
Yeah,
provoke?
also, just say the whole thing.
Okay,
Forget.
Petravian's going to
Yeah.
run past Lovette, past the giant scorpion, past the Skellymans to get in position to hit the Skellymans and provoke from the Skellymans.
Okay. So that whole movement is 30 feet. You make that no problem. And that Skelly Man would have an attack of opportunity, but he already burnt it on the Scorpion.
Oh,
so,
wonderful.
You have a standard action
I
left.
will take that +2 and attack the Skellymans.
All right, go for it.
That is a...
Cool. That is a 41 to hit.
Well, okay.
All right. You strike for 11 points of damage, and the target is still up.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, no, that's...
Yeah, I think Riz still has a higher kill count than you
Yeah,
do.
I am aware of
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
All right, Riz, you're up.
Yeah. Alright.
Is it time to finish this off and show people how it's done? 35 feet there, 30 feet there, 30 feet
There
there.
we
Look at
go.
that. All right.
Walk in, get past Lovette, get past the Scorpion, Petravian, kind of assess the situation again. Think it over, and then blast him.
So anyway, I started blasting. All right. So let's see how that goes.
Oh
See how
boy.
that pans out for Riz.
That's a 14 to hit.
It's a 14 to miss. All right. That takes
That's
us
a
to
minus
Kurla.
4 when you're shooting into combat. I should get precise. That'll help next time.
That's true.
Yeah. And you guys are, what, level 13 right now?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
So it'll be a couple levels, but yeah,
That's
you can
okay.
pick that up.
it'll take some time, but I'll get there eventually.
Yeah. Y'all are going to make it to 20, so there you go.
Wait,
Kurla,
why did you
what
say
you
it
thinking?
that way?
Kurla is just going to saunter up the 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. 20 feet to the west to just stand behind Lovette, just outside the door into the next room where all of this is going down, and just sort of peer in past Lovette as if to say, right, can we hurry this up, please? We've got a child to find.
That's a good
And
point.
that will be Kurla's turn.
Excellent. All right, that'll end the initiative there. Takes us to the next
Yeah.
round, which we'll start with outside.
We don't stand a chance against that guy.
All right, so the Skeletal Legionnaires no longer have line of sight on Vera, so they're going to move over to try to get onto the west wall to get line of sight on the other attacker of Archie. So, Vera, you have initiative.
Alrighty. So Vera's going to take a 5-foot step back to where they were standing before.
There you go. And they're still well within range of you, by the way.
Alright. Then I'm going to... I see this one that's still in the courtyard, not on the stairs yet. And I'm going to let loose again.
Picking off the scragglers. I like it.
It is a clustered shot.
Okay.
Alright, that is a 31, a 21, and a 23.
All 3 shots hit. First one is for 15, then 14, then 10. And you deal enough to take this guy to negative 17 and destroy.
Nice.
Boom! Alright.
Alright, that takes us to... There's only one guy in range to throw something at Archie. He'll do that now. And he misses. Alright, Archie's turn. He's going to full attack that one guy to try to drop him. That's a nat 20.
Beautiful.
Rolls to confirm, and he hits for 42 points of damage. I'll pull a crit card for him.
What's up, Grem?
Okay, well this is apt. So his critical card is called Bone Masher.
Yeah.
So, he destroys the limbs that he hits, rendering them useless, but it doesn't quite matter because the target is already well and good destroyed. So that is going to deal 42 points of damage, taking him to negative 25 and destroyed. Alright. Brings us back around to the inside. And the Skeletal Legionnaire is up. Alright. It's going to attempt to stab Petravian. It misses. Lovette, you have initiative.
That's a 5-foot step to the northeast, path, right behind Kurla.
Yeah, okay. That's fine.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Because it's a corner, you're saying?
It's a corner, but whatever, it's fine.
Well, in that instance, I will, 'cause I don't really want to burn a spell. I don't really want to provoke. I don't give a shit if I provoke.
What is it going to do? Hit you for 8 damage? It's the
Right, yeah.
Sorry, the worst it can do is crit you for 16.
Yeah, I'm going to go walk over next to Riz.
Okay, so here we go. Provoking. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It actually did roll in that 20.
I knew it.
It got a 17 to confirm, so it only hits you for 5 damage.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
Oh shit! Just awe that he didn't get a
We're
full crit.
We've reached the point where we're feeling pity for the weak ass enemy. Alright, what's your standard action?
I'm going to just shoot him again.
Alright, go for it.
I'm gonna fire.
That was
All right.
18 to hit.
18 to miss. Alright.
Yes, 18 to miss. Nice.
Alright, Giant Scorpion's up. He's going to full attack. Some good rolls there. So that is 27 to hit, 11 to miss, and 17 to miss. So one claw hits, and it's going to deal 3 damage after reductions. So the Legionnaire's still up. Petravian.
I was hoping it would drop him so I could just open the door. Okay. I will take...
You can delay till after me. I could probably take him down.
You know what? That's actually a good idea, because then we can keep moving into the next room. So yeah, I'm going to delay till after Riz.
Okay, you delay an initiative there. So that Riz, you're up.
I delay till after. I'm good. I'm sorry.
Fuck you too. Two can play at this game.
All right, I will do my full attacks. He's still in combat, so I still have to do the -4, right?
Correct. Yeah.
I think did I see a nat 20? No, I saw it. Ooh.
Yum yum.
That's a...
That is a nat 1.
I think...
Is
Nat
that
20
for the confirmation, though?
Yeah, so the
Really, though, motherfucker.
I
so
gotta
the confirmation, yeah.
gotta do it.
So you do get an extra attack, so that's nice.
Yeah. So I have to do a full attack to confirm, right? Because that's my second attack.
Oh, I was taking that as okay. So my question is, the other attack you just rolled, was
Yeah.
that the confirmation for the
No,
critical miss.
that was supposed to be my third attack.
That was your third attack. Okay.
Yeah.
In that case, just drop a d20, please.
Okay.
Okay, in that case, that does not critically miss.
Cool.
So you got a 16 to miss, 4 to miss, and a 28 to, I believe, critically hit. Yeah, that criticals.
Nice.
Okay, so that's going to deal 32 points of damage. Would you like a critical card?
I'm good.
Okay. All right, in that case, after reductions, you only deal 28 damage, 27 damage.
Gosh, I
no.
wonder if it's dead.
Yeah. So, anyway, it's at like negative 24, and it's dead.
So, do you mind
Nice.
if I put some spice on my dice?
You know what? Go for it.
Okay,
We haven't
thank
had
you.
much spice today.
I haven't
Spice our
had any.
diets. Spice some stuff up for us.
So Riz attempts to hit. They blast this energy out, and it kind of gets stuck or something, and they hit it. Kind of blasts off in a little radial effect. Does nothing to everyone. It just kind of makes a, and it's like, oh shit. And they kind of thrust it again towards it, and then just this huge little bright light from the discharge comes out and blasts the skeleton.
How shitty do you think Mellifera's construction is?
Mwah. Mamma mia, that was some good spice.
Thank you.
All right, so that is that Legionnaire is downed, so I'm going to go ahead and remove him from initiative, pull him off the board, and that'll take us to Kurla.
Who is going to... It's pretty crowded in the room, but I guess I could step into it, or I could delay until after Petravian. That seems to be in vogue right now.
Just play delay leapfrog. No matter who wins, the party loses.
I will take a 5-foot step into the doorway to my west.
Alrighty.
Just so I'm a little bit closer to everyone else, but I don't think I can actually fit in, so I can't go any further than that.
Oh, you can.
You can squeeze.
Right here.
There's lots of space.
All right.
To the left, or well, rather west or east of Petravian, those are vacant currently. And you can also squeeze with somebody. It's not that big of a deal.
Then I will...
It's not like there's really much danger here for you guys.
I will then somehow squeeze through the giant scorpion to come to a stop
Oh yeah,
to the west of
He's-
Petravian. So that's about...
he's a teddy bear. You can push him right over.
20 foot from where I was. So now I'm inside the room with everyone else. Yay!
Yeah, and like I said, with the scorpion, you can just push him right over. He doesn't. He'll just like roll over onto his back.
I think I actually pet the scorpion as I pass it. Can I pet the scorpion?
You think it purrs?
It wags its tail, and you're not sure if it's ready to attack.
Yeah, you don't know if it's a sign of aggression or not, but yeah.
Right, there's a good boy, there's a good boy. Pet, pet, pet.
Right,
And
Petra.
that is Kurla's turn.
Petra's gonna open the door to
It
the
shouldn't be
south.
making that noise. Something is stuck.
All right, Petra, you open the door to the south, and what you see is an entry room of this small building. Ash coats every surface. There is a crate and a wall-mounted cabinet filling the room. There is a single dull red carpet sitting in the center of the room. And from what you can see, you see the tail end of a skeleton in that room as well. So, rolling some more initiatives. And that is basically what they're going to do is they're going to lock shields and stand where they are. Okay, that takes us to the next round. Back outside. All right, Legionnaires. The ones up on the wall are going to move around to get into position to throw pylons at Archie. So here comes a couple of these worthless little things. All right, that's a 17 to miss, 11 to miss, 15 to miss. And that takes us to Vera.
Alrighty. Vera's going to, once again, is going to watch these guys going up. He's going to kiss both arms, pull back, launch another volley, cluster shot.
Did you say kiss both arms?
Yes.
And
And this is gonna go to the one that's in the tower, right?
Okay,
Am I able to hit that one?
absolutely.
All right. Or I guess we'll find out.
We'll find out with the rolls, but yeah, you can make the attempt.
We're gonna deadly aim this one.
You got it.
Of course, it's 2.
And another
Two.
2. And a 16. Okay.
20.
So that is a 16 to miss, an 11 to miss, and a 20 to miss.
Kissing my arms cursed me.
That's what you get for being smug about it.
The hubris.
To be fair, I haven't been hitting jack shit almost all
Well,
day.
neither have they, so.
You just
All right,
had a stalemate.
Archie's up. Archie's going to 5-foot step over into this rubble to get closer and is going to deliver 2 punches at that same one you just fired at. That is going to be a 24 to hit and a 28 to hit, dealing 17 and 24 damage respectively, dropping him to negative 24 and destroying him.
Baba boy.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right.
It's just like
This is the next
kaiju.
round, back inside.
Boys are back inside.
Lovette, you have initiative.
I've got a line of sight of a guy over here.
You do. You do have a line
So
of sight
I
of the guy
guess-
over there.
I'm going to start blasting.
All right, blast him.
Get him.
Get him with a little death.
All right. Let's go with the full attack and take the extra shot.
And like I said before, he is locking his shield, so he's attempting
Buddy!
to. Oh, nice! Yeah, you have critical range of 19 to 20, don't you?
Nah, yeah.
Okay, so he is locking his shield to give himself some extra AC, but yeah, that's not enough. So that's a 32 to critically hit, a 24 to hit, and your third attack is an 18 to miss. So the critical hit is going to be 13. So yippee! All right.
Wonderful.
Marvelous.
Okay. The next one is a 24 to hit, and you rolled a 2 damage. That's actually going to soak.
Yeah.
And then the third one misses. So that is your turn. All right. The other Legionnaire is locking his shield with his ally, and he's not moving. They're standing right where they're at. Giant Scorpion's up. What do you want it to do?
Oh, yes. I'd like it to squeeze into this next room and start wailing on these guys.
You got it.
Formation be damned. That's what it's for.
Yep. So it squeezes in. It's going to provoke 2 attacks from these guys. So I'll roll those first. That is going to be a 19 to hit, 14 to miss. So that first shot is going to hit for 7 damage. And then the Scorpion's going to sting once with a +2 bonus. And exactly hit because of the +2 bonus.
Beautiful.
Nice. And deal 2 points of damage after reductions to the one in the south. So it's now, pretty hurt. All right, Riz, you're up.
Alright, so I just see the one directly to the south, just in my angle, so I'll blast the motherfucker.
Blasting everybody.
So, is this a -4 yet?
No. Well,
No.
yeah, sorry, this is -4 because of
Okay.
the Scorpion in there.
Just wanted to check before I threw it out.
I mean, unless you want to say damn the Scorpion and have a chance to hit him. It's up to you.
Ooh.
Funny, but I
Oh, look
feel
at
Nat
that.
20.
Don't hurt the
And
scorpion.
that one.
No.
Oh.
Followed by that one.
Well, that's
Well,
unfortunate,
we got-
but you know what?
Take the 14.
Okay. And you have a third attack as well.
I do. And then one last one. And that's, okay, so 13, nat 20, and a 23.
Okay, 13 to miss, nat 20 to hit, and a 23 to hit. So that is going to be 14 damage on the first one, 12 damage on the second one, minus 10 from the 2 shots. It's reduced to -9 and destroyed.
Alright, and then I'll just kind of push Petravian into the room. Once it's his turn, of course.
All right, and then you 5-foot step into Petravian Square. That's going to take us to Kurla.
Kurla is gonna delay until after Petra. Sorry.
Hell yeah.
Just
You
yeah.
did it.
Yeah.
I love it. Everyone's
Leapfrog.
delayed. Okay, Petra.
Petra.
I did not.
Petra's is going to not 5-foot step, but start his movement into the room and see. Oh, he's going to step right where the other skelly man was,
Okay.
and then attack the skelly man to his north.
Go for it.
+2.
Be a single attack with a +2. That's a definite hit. That's a 43 to hit and a 17 physical plus 7 positive damage. That is enough to reduce him to -7
Hey!
and destroy the target.
Oh, nice.
All right.
So the physical was enough then.
Yeah, the physical was just enough to drop him, and then the holy damage took him to -7. So that is the last of those guys. All right. So, Petra, make a perception check.
Oh, yeah. 16.
Okay. You notice nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh boy.
All right, Kurla, you're up.
So Kurla's going to move first 5 feet to the east to squeeze with Riz. That will allow them to actually look into the room that they're aiming at. They will then move 10 feet to the south to actually go into the room, and I believe that squeezes them with a scorpion, but they just pat the scorpion because they're apparently fond of it.
You think that it might be ticklish because it seems to be laughing now.
Adorable.
Yes.
It's not supposed to be doing that. That's bad. That's bad.
That's the classic scorpion laugh.
Like
Every time when you're down south and you pick up your shoe, you just have to put it to your ear.
if you're laughing, you need to shake that thing out.
They're very ticklish, so. Yes.
And then I guess I'll, just to avoid squeezing, I'll move 5 feet to the east to
Excellent.
slot in behind Kurla and beg your pardon, behind Petravian, and that will be my movement. Can I also roll a perception check?
I would love it if you would roll a
scope
perception.
out
I was
the
actually
room?
just about to ask that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do gooder.
Yeah, do better
Kurla
than
will-
Petra.
We'll
Well, I mean, you
cast
have
an
a
appraising.
Quite perceptive.
you have a much better perception than Petra. His is abysmal.
Kurla will cast an appraising look around the room, and they will roll perception.
Oh my god.
Oh, and still
They will
You
get
notice-
still
a
better.
nat 1.
and still better.
But
You
plus
notice nothing out of the
18
ordinary.
Is a 19. Oh, that's just tragic.
An 18 bonus. Oh boy. Okay.
Oh my god.
You jinxed it, Petravian. You jinxed it.
Kurla walks in and it's like, hey, notice anything weird in here? And Petra's like, nope. And Kurla's like, okay.
You got it, buddy.
Right, fine
Alright.
then. It's all perfectly normal in here. Aside from the droid
It takes us
scorpion.
back outside. 2 pylum shots are going to be thrown at Archie. 11 to miss and 16 to miss. And that takes us to Vera.
Alright. Once again. So, this time, Hummel's going to wipe off their biceps of where they kissed them. And he's going to take another shot at one of the ones that's on the actual wall.
I was like, shit, I cursed it. Shit.
I'm going to deadly aim again and cluster it. Come on. Are you kidding me?
Alright, that is a 27 to hit, 21 to hit, and 13 to miss.
Alright.
And you were shooting the one closer to you?
Yep, that's correct. So the one that's closer to the tower.
Yeah. Alright, he's reduced to negative 18 and destroyed.
I give a quick kiss to my right bicep. Quick enough that Fate can't detect it.
Yeah, Fate cannot possibly detect that one.
Yeah, tell the dice that.
Alrighty, that's going to take us to Archie. Archie has no targets in his range, so Archie's going to make a climb check and start going over the
Wonderful.
wall.
Oh boy.
I was gonna hope he does that.
Cue the Godzilla.
Yeah. So you can take your choice. It's either Godzilla music or it's the Attack on Titan theme.
Attack on Titan.
Either way, this thing, Archie climbs up over the wall and enters the courtyard. And that is his turn. Back inside. Okay. Lovette.
I'll run 15 feet. Oh, I see. There's nothing going on there. Then fine. Yes, I'll move him another 5 feet so that I can get into
Awesome.
this,
Lovette.
this extremely crowded room.
Yeah, you step into the crowded room. I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Yes. Lovette's classic specialty, perception check.
Hey, a 20.
Well,
It's getting better.
yeah, 20.
Hey, that's the best yet.
Hmm.
You notice nothing out of the ordinary.
Oh my god, guys!
God.
Do I really?
I rolled a 15. What do you fucking want from me?
This wasn't your role to make, buddy. Like, the point of the co-op game is that other people are specialized in this. It's their responsibility to roll well, not yours.
Don't worry, guys. I'm coming.
What would you like the scorpion to do?
Can the scorpion do perception?
Yes, I'll make it roll a perception right now.
Oh shit, that's funny.
Nat 1. Nat 1. Oh, it notices nothing. Riz, you're up.
Okay.
Alright, I'll stroll into the fucking room and do a perception check. Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hello, excuse me.
Hey, all right.
34.
Finally.
Hey, Riz.
Yeah. Don't.
You noticed something out of the ordinary.
Okay, I swear. If you were gonna tell me that nothing's in there, I was gonna kick your ass.
And I was just calling for perceptions for no reason.
Yeah.
Just to be an asshole.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Just so we'd all be in this room.
Yeah. Well, what you notice is it looks like the cabinet on the east wall appears to be mounted in a strange way. It's like mounted into the floor.
Okay.
Weirdly. And you would have expected a cabinet of this style to be like a single piece, like a piece of furniture that could be moved around. This one's actually mounted into the stone floor, which is not normal.
Petravian, can you remove this thingy right here?
The cabinet right here?
Yeah,
sure, I
Yeet
guess.
it out of the fucking room, I don't care. Just move it, like, out of this spot.
You got it.
Yeet.
Okay. So it's like
I
a
yeeteth.
it's sort of like a wardrobe, right? It's got two large doors on the front.
Okay.
And you just want to grab the whole thing and try to like throw
I guess
it away.
we should check what's in. Okay.
But,
Yeah, why don't we...
Petravian,
Yeah.
can you check inside this thing? And if there is nothing in it, can you, like, remove it from that spot? Yes?
You got it.
Okay.
Yes or yeah?
Yes or yes. Only one answer.
So I opened the cabinet.
Okay, Petravian, you open the cabinet. Inside, it appears that there is like some ash and dust scattered around inside. You know, same as there is on every surface of everything in this place. And there is a wooden back to this cabinet as well.
I knock on the wooden back to see
Yeah,
if
so
it's
it
hollow.
actually just like breaks apart.
Oh.
And reveals
okay.
A passage behind it that slopes sharply downward down a flight of stairs.
Ooh.
I think we found correct path to take. Vera should have come with us.
Okay, next one I think goes to Kurla.
I would not recommend you go down the stairs.
Yeah, part of me really wants to rush down the stairs just because I think it's what Kurla would do, but on the other hand, it would be a
It's
really...
what Kurla would do. It's what Kurla would do. You know?
Yeah.
Right?
Because I
That's
mean,
a pretty convincing
A shot
argument.
grow.
they are
Yeah.
desperate to find
know?
the child, but at the same point... Yes, the child. The child.
The
Child must be found.
I'm saying the child because I can't remember their name.
Which is for a doobie.
Right? Reduvi?
Reduvi.
That's the one.
Yeah, just you can remember by thinking of Scooby Doo.
Yeah, dooby dooby doo.
Yeah.
Y'all are going to hell. We know that.
Oh, I already know I'm going
But
down.
but it helps me remember,
Yeah.
so that's the important thing.
All the
It's
best
a mnemonic
stories to
device.
tell. Okay. Kurla would want to go rushing in to look for the child, but at the same time, for Reduvi. I'm going to do the line again and pretend that I know the name. Kurla would want to go rushing in to look for Reduvi, but at the same time, they're not so foolish that they would leave behind their new friend, the giant scorpion, or the rest of the party. So, Kurla is just going to wait on the rest of the party to get there, because obviously we need Archie, otherwise we can't do anything. So Kurla's going to do nothing.
Alrighty. That'll take us back outside. Alright. So, what happens inside is the last Legionnaire on the wall is going to throw a pylum and miss. There are two Legionnaires that are taking up a defensive position by this middle of the courtyard. They're going to throw pylums and miss. And that will take us to Vera.
Alright. Am I able to hit the one that is on the wall that is left of Archie?
Absolutely.
Ooh! I'm going to do another deadly aim cluster shot and hope that it goes through.
You can rapid shot too if you want.
That's alright. I already roll low enough. Hey! That's a nat 20.
Hey!
All right. It's a 30 to hit, 17 to miss, and 24 to hit. Does not confirm.
Nope.
So that's a 20 and a 22. That takes the target to negative 20 and kills it.
Alright.
Alright. Archie's up. Alright, so Archie sees the final two skeletons in the center of the courtyard. And, he's just going to saunter forward, a little 5-foot steppy, in full attack, and see if he can annihilate one of them. Which he will roll a 32 and a 30, both to hit, dealing 21 and 18 damage. Taking that skeleton to negative 22 and destroying it.
Beautiful.
The initiative tracker is getting real thin out here. All right.
Sure is.
Takes us to the next round. Back inside. Lovette, what do you do?
That was a lot of grapes. All right.
Do you think the blender's
So,
doing okay?
Yeah, well, I'm going to find out. I'm going to take a 5-foot step to my southwest and open up this door next to the giant scorpion.
Okay.
Do I see my boy?
So, Lovette, I'm going to toss you back out onto this map here. Boom. Ta-da.
Well, it just looks so proud seeing all the crumpled skeletons and Archie just marching through.
So you come. So here's what you see, though. You're the first one of the party to see this. So guess what you get? You get a little description. What you see is in the courtyard, there is a strange object. It looks like an obsidian box, heavily inlaid with magical symbols. You notice that the funnel of spinning clouds is centered over top of this object.
This thing here?
Yeah, this thing here in the center of in the courtyard. This strange-looking box. You notice the Skeletal Legionnaire is taking a defensive position next to it, so it was defending it for some reason.
Alright, well, I just took a 5-foot step to get here, so I'm gonna unleash a full attack on that guy.
Go for it.
Getting all these crossbow shots
Nice,
out.
a 31 to hit and a 21 to hit.
Yes, and then I'll fire a third shot. And we get ooh! It's a nat 20 with a confirmation of a 17.
Alright, so 3 hits. That's 9, 9, and 8 damage. So after reductions...
Terrible numbers.
Doot.
Really, though. I can't believe how bad it is.
Alright, you have reduced him. He's still alive, though. Well, undead. Still active. Alright, that takes us back inside. Giant Scorpion's up.
I'm gonna have that thing head down this passage first, so that it can, take the brunt of whatever might be down there.
Into the underground?
Yes, correct. Thank you.
Alrighty. That's a new map.
Yes.
Good luck, my friend.
Click, 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 click. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to hear click, 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 click. Then you're going to hear a very loud noise.
All right.
Okay, so just keep that in mind.
Like a crunch or like a boom?
Like a fwoom. Fwoom!
Okay.
Kurla's going to look very concerned.
All right. So anyway, back inside. Giant Scorpion is off this initiative. All right, Lovette's turn is over. Riz, you're up.
Oh, lovely.
Lovette's out of this room.
I'm gonna delay after Petravian. Don't worry. Check for traps. It'll be good.
All right, Petra, you're up.
Stairs going down?
Yes. There's steep stairs going underground.
Okay. He turns around to Riz. Should I go down there, or...?
Well, we can either go out, check on, the whole situation with Vera, or we can go downstairs and check for traps. The scorpion, I'm sure is fine.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, me too.
Petra's gonna go down the stairs.
Oh my god, please check for traps while you're doing that.
Okay, Petra.
It's like it's like...
It's a perception check,
perception,
yeah.
bro.
Okay, so Petravian, you step down this, and here's what you see. You see... Hold on, I know I have this room right now. Here it is. You see the stairs descending into a stone room. Rubble is scattered across it, fallen from the walls and ceiling. 2 doors stand on the far wall. One is normal size, the other is a double door. Along the walls of this room are strange carved heads. They look like demonic pigs. They have dull red stone eyes that seem to glow with some ancient light. Yeah, demonic-looking pig statues. Heads carved into the walls, like mounted to them. What's more is about 10 feet in front of you, on the ground, is the singed and destroyed corpse of the giant scorpion.
No! Why?
Play a memory reel.
I mean, it's a wreck. It's not a corpse. So don't worry about it.
Indiana Mariah Carey in the background.
No, go ahead.
Copyright strike.
Yeah. I love that my voice was so on key that it would have actually gotten caught by content ID
Within,
I love
like, 3 seconds.
Yeah. Oh, thank you.
Can you do a perception check for a pulse while you're down there? See how it's doing?
I think it dead.
I've got a lot of healing spells, you know?
Petra's dense, but he's gonna put 2 and 2 together, and he's gonna think, something tells me those things are bad, and the charred corpse confirms it. So I'm gonna do a perception check to see for traps.
The best
Okay, go
detective ever. Petravian Keni.
Wow. That's a nat 1. So yeah, you look around and you don't know what could have killed that giant scorpion.
Gee golly! It just combustivated.
All right, so
I like to imagine that Skrewy's question was Petra's question about how do I look for traps. He's like, I don't even know where to start.
Yeah.
What does a trap even look like?
Yeah.
What is a trap, really?
You don't see any bear traps, so there must be none around.
So Petra calls up the stairs. It's bad in here.
Okay, well that's gonna take us back to Riz.
Use proper grammar. And Riz will go down.
Okay.
See? Bad.
Okay, Riz, you head down the stairs, and you see this room laid out before you.
Yes.
The wreck of the scorpion is about 10 feet in front of Petravian.
Hmm.
Still smoking.
And in what specific area? Is it just in the area right after the pig heads?
Yeah, here, I'll put a little marker on there for you.
A row or a column, perhaps?
Ooh, he didn't last too long.
I do. Okay.
Okay, so that's roughly, I just put a little marker on the field to denote where the corpse is.
So, I already did 10 feet from going downstairs.
Yep.
Right?
So that would be 30 feet total.
Okay. So, I'm gonna get closer to one of the pig heads on the wall closest to us, on the north side.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna inspect it and see if that has a device for issues first.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Perception, I'm guessing?
Yeah, I'll take a perception.
That's a 33.
Okay, so you take a look and you examine this thing, and it does seem to be a stone-carved, demonic-looking pig head.
Would I
You're not
know if this is a weird religion or some shit?
you're not sure what it would be referencing. I mean, how many people worship demonic pigs?
I
So-
don't know.
Right, it doesn't make any sense. So, you look it over, and it definitely seems like it's emanating light. So you have the feeling that it's probably magical in some way.
Okay.
So if you would like to do a detect magic, you can do that on your next turn, I guess. Do some more like detailed examination of this thing.
Yeah,
Do like a spellcraft or disable like use magic device or something on it.
Yeah. So
Some-
that has to
some
be my
such.
next turn.
Yeah, you pretty much out of
Okay.
actions now.
No worries.
All right, so that'll take us back inside, and that's going to take us to the last person in initiative, which is Kurla.
Okay. Lovette is outside but still in earshot of me, I assume.
That's correct, yeah.
And talking is a free action.
Yeah, Lovette's just outside the door there.
Lovely. Then Kurla is going to sort of, not yell, but loud enough for Lovette to hear. Right, I'm heading down there because apparently that's the next place to go. So, could you tell Vera and your lad to meet us down there when they're done mopping up? If they're done alright down there.
Yes.
Right.
Sure thing.
See you in a minute then. And Kurla will also head downstairs.
All right, Kurla heads downstairs. So we will switch that around here. There you go. Find yourself downstairs, and you've still got 25 feet of movement, I think, on this first move action.
Can I do a perception check?
Absolutely, yeah. Aside from noticing the wrecked scorpion in front of you and seeing the pig heads, that's about it. So you're going to get the basic blurb that I already read.
Sure. I've already kind of seen the dead scorpion, I assume, and Kurla's actually going to look sad about that, I think. But
yeah,
I would like to see the pig head, and I would like actually to do a knowledge.
Go for it.
That is a 26.
Nice. It doesn't match any religion you're familiar with.
Damn.
Not a single one.
Worth a shot, maybe?
Yeah, it was worth a shot. And honestly, knowing that it's not something is just as useful as knowing if it is something. So, it doesn't seem to apply to a religion.
But it is fucking creepy.
Yes.
Right? Alright, that takes us back outside.
Not a fan.
Alright. So the final Legionnaire is going to throw a pylum at Archie and miss. He did his damnedest, guys.
He sure did.
Alright, Vera, you're up.
Alright, if I jump onto the building in front of me, would I be able to see?
You need to climb up onto it. It's taller than the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
why it's obstructing your line of sight.
Gotcha.
So you can give me a basic little climb or acrobatics check to get up on there if you want.
Yeah, let's do a acrobatics, or a dance, that is.
Do it to it.
Alright. Oh boy. That's
Alright.
going to be a 29.
Alright, you flip yourself up onto the top of that building, and you now have a commanding view of the entire courtyard. And before you, you see a strange obsidian box covered in magical runes. Well, magical inscriptions, I should say.
Am I able to make in a single attack?
Yes,
Alright. I assume not full since I had to climb up here.
correct.
Alrighty. We're going to deadly aim and just take one pot shot at this guy.
Nice.
It's going to be 33 to hit.
Alright, that's a 23 damage, and that is more than enough to destroy the skeleton. You strike him with a perfectly aimed shot, and he is destroyed. That is the last of the Skeletal Legionnaires in the courtyard.
Nice.
Lovette, what would you like to do?
Look around, see all the good work that's been done here, and be like, "Great work, Archie! We have to take care of something downstairs, and I'm not sure if you're going to feed down there." I've been looking at things to summon, but I feel bad about balling him up. I'll wait until we get down there.
You're going
and
to
if
cast
we
Final
need that-
Sacrifice?
Of course fucking not.
I explode Archie.
Oh. I thought about balling him up and summoning some monsters, but I feel kind of bad doing that. But having a few medium monsters to help us out could be really helpful.
Archie, I don't think that you're going to feed downstairs. We need to help everyone out, so I'm going to have to put you up for now, and I'll let you out soon.
So I'm gonna unsummon Archie and use my summon monster ability.
Okay.
I'm currently at level 7, but I want to do D3 plus 1 level 6 monsters. And I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but I want to summon Irenes, the devils that we fought a bunch of.
Okay. What's your alignment?
Lawful neutral.
You know what? Yeah, that's close enough.
Sweet.
Alright, so, some small portals from hell open up in front of you.
Well, I figure I've just got mechanical soldiers that are designed after the ones that we found.
Oh no, you got MacGuffinite, boy.
Well, that's
You
true.
can-
I mean,
you can
but
pour holes through reality now.
sure, but I still want to keep my aesthetic. They even if they're like devil powered, I still want them to be machines.
You and your aesthetics. 2 of them?
Yes, that's what I rolled for.
Okay. Alright. You plunk 2 clockwork Areniers down in front of you.
Inspired by the ones we killed.
Mm-hmm. And that was my action, so I guess I'll use my move to follow up behind whoever's the last in the conga line inside. I can't see that currently, but...
Okay. So I have sadly lost the thread as far as who had initiative next.
Still in
No,
combat?
it would be me next.
It was Vera? Okay. Alright, go ahead.
In that case, I'm going to just use Featherfall and run towards the entrance.
Okay.
How far can I get?
Let's see. You can make it all the way inside if that's what you're doing. 'Cause, yeah, you're more than able to make that distance. Okay, so as you are heading, running, feather falling across the courtyard, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Perception. It's a 22.
22. Okay. You see, as you're moving, like, that obsidian box with all the runic inscriptions on it,
Mhm.
it looks like it like a shadow moved across the front of it. Like, you think your eyes are playing tricks on you. You're not sure. Either the light glinted off it weird or something, but you like look over at it and it looks like it did before. Like, it looks normal again, but you swear something was weird about it. But you put that out of your mind and head inside. That's a problem for another time. So you head inside, you see immediately a passage going downstairs. So I'm assuming you head that way as well. And I'm going to head and slap Vera down in here. Okay, so that puts everyone down on this same map. I'm going to go ahead
Yes,
and... The Areniers are going to catch up.
yeah.
Slap the back here, just for now. Okay, so everyone is now in this underground room. There's these strange pig head statues on the walls, and the burning wreck of a clockwork scorpion in front of you. And that is where we will call it for this week. Thanks for listening. Special thanks to William Succi and Andreas Pichler for the intro and outro themes. And as always, Emily Roll for Fantasy for this episode's soundtrack. Interested in following us on social media? Follow us on Twitter at CheckPleaseDND. Or want to support the podcast and be part of the Czech Republic? Go to our Patreon under the Czech Republic. Until next time.